Mr. Bridgewater. Can you hear me all right?
Yes, law.
Am I very quiet?
The volume is coming up a little bit.
How's that?
Can you raise it just a little higher?
Testing, testing, one, two, three.
Will do.
Will do.
Will
Okay.
make do.
Will that Zoom user please switch off your video and then perhaps get out of bed? Thank you. All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Judge Law, and this is going to be the first appearance calendar for individuals who were recently arrested and booked at the Fulton County Jail. These are cases in which charges have been brought pursuant to a warrant, and the cases have now been formally accused by the Solicitor General of Fulton County. Today, when I address your case, I will let you know what are the charges brought against you, your new case number, to appoint counsel for you where required, and to also set a bond. Some of you who will remain at the facility, you will also receive a new court date, and that new court date will be
November the 13th.
okay. So when I address each of your cases, please remember that you have a right to remain silent. Anything that you say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you in the treatment of your case. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to represent you. Okay, courtroom 2, who do we have?
We have position number 8, Ms. Denise.
Okay. What's the position number 8? Deborah Denise. Is Miss Denise from Arizona?
Your Honor, she just moved back. And I believe there's also a incorrect last name given. I think her real last name is
Rivera?
Yes, Your Honor.
Case number is 25 CR 6771C, accused of terroristic threats and acts from October 28, 2025. Ms. Rivera, you've been, well, right now is Deborah Denise, also known as Deborah Rivera. And her case number is 25 CR 6771C. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
I got a 2008 DUI conviction.
2008?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Mr. Scaraco?
Thank you, Judge. We have spoken with the victim in this case, Ms. Ciara Zarita. She confirmed the events in the warrant. She expressed that she did take and still takes the threats seriously, especially due to the defendant owning a gun. And as you recall, Judge, these were death threats. We attempted to send this up to the DA's office. They did reject this case, despite this qualifying for a felony on its face. She expressed that the defendant is her husband's mother, as the warrant indicates, and explained that her behavior has been up and down lately. What she surmises is due to aging. They've been living together for about 3 years. This matter escalated due to the defendant demanding her son's family leave the residence. All the bills there are shared, and the defendant has behaved similarly to this occasion on other occasions, but police just weren't contacted then. She wants to ensure no further contact. She's asking for a stay away, and she's asking for the defendant to give up her firearm while the case is ongoing. She wants to remain at the residence until her children finish out the school year, and expressed that she herself has nowhere else to relocate to, but it sounds like they're all living there together. She is in the process of filing for a TPO. Last we spoke with her this morning.
Was just granted.
Is she present with us?
It's already been granted.
It's been granted. Okay. Thank you, Judge. The state's recommendation is a $5,000 surety on account of the facts here and our concern for the victim's safety. No further contact with Ciara Zarita. stay away from 4858 Larkspur Lane in College Park, surrender any and all firearms to the sheriff's office, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
Mr. Masajideen, correct? Defense counsel, what's your name, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Abraham Ahmed.
Oh, Ahmed, sorry.
A long one, apologies.
Okay, Abraham Ahmed, okay. And Mr. Ahmed, yes, there is a temporary ex parte protective order issued against Ms. Rivera. And she would need to be served, and then she'll be required to stay away from the location and from the alleged victim and her family until the hearing is held within the next 30 days.
Your Honor, if I may give
But
back.
I'm going to grant a signature bond through pretrial if, unless you have any objections.
Sorry, say again, Your Honor.
I was going to grant a signature bond through pretrial unless you have any objections.
Your Honor, we're absolutely open to a signature bond through pretrial. The only thing is that this is that address as listed does happen to be Ms. Rivera's house.
I understand. But unfortunately, the alleged victim also occupies the house, so she cannot live there until either the protective order is lifted or until further order of the court, of this court.
Yes, Your Honor. We would pretend what has already been stated as Ms. Rivera is on the mortgage, but if the order has already been granted, then we understand, Your Honor.
If she wants to file an eviction case against the occupants, she can do so, but she just cannot communicate with them and she cannot return to the property. She's allowed to return one time only with a police officer to retrieve her belongings. However, she must surrender any and all firearms that she owns. They must all be surrendered to the police for destruction.
Yes, Your Honor. And also I just wanted to put this on the record. It was made aware to me that Ms. Rivera wanted to actually pursue a TPO against, I think it was Ms. Rita. But hearing this new information, Your Honor, we understand.
Once she is served, she can file a counterclaim in that TPO case and they can dish it out in court.
Okay. And I also wanted to make note, Your Honor, of one of Ms. Rivera's good friends being on Zoom, Ms. Lovett. Your Honor, also, before we move into the rest, would Your Honor prefer I go into the background information or are we good just moving on?
No, I'm good.
Understood, Your Honor. Thank you.
Her bond is currently a 2,000 signature bond through pretrial services, level 1. She's to have no contact with Sierra Zurita and Ms. Zurita's immediate family members. She's to stay away from 48, was it 58? Yeah, 4858 Larkspur Lane in College Park. And she's allowed a one-time visit to the location with a police officer to retrieve her belongings. That visit cannot exceed 1 hour. However, she's not allowed to retrieve any firearms. If she possesses any, she must surrender them to the police for destruction. The next court date will be sent to her residential address, so she'll need to make sure she updates us with a new address, since it cannot be the Larkspur location in College Park. Thank you. Oh, no illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. Thank you. Counsel, you have to confer with her on the side. I'm going to take the next case.
Next, we have position number 24, Ms. Page.
Eliana Page has got 6 misdemeanor offenses stemming from a traffic matter, 25 CR 006776B. Ms. Page, you have been accused of speeding driving with an expired or no license plate or decal, windshield or wiper violation, seatbelt violation, driving while license suspended or revoked, and giving false information to an officer. This stems from an October 28, 2025 incident, accusation 25 CR 6776B. You've been advised of your rights. Mr. McLean is your attorney. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
This is Page.
Yes.
All right, it's a lot, so just bear with me. 8 total. Got an open case in Fulton, giving false name, possession of a Schedule 3, 4, or 5 with intent, suspended license, sale of marijuana, possession of amphetamine, possession of a Schedule 2, possession of a knife or firearm during the commission. That's 2 counts. That's 25 PI 005-601. Got an open driving without a valid license, sale of marijuana, possession of a firearm or knife during the commission. It's 25 PI 002-667. You want me to keep going?
No, we're good. Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Scirocco, what's your bond recommendation?
Thank you, Judge. And I will add that on that first, I believe the first case that pretrial mentioned, there was also a driving while license suspended or revoked charge that I saw as well. Given her history and the open cases, the state's recommendation is a $2,000 split bond, $2,000 on the driving while license suspended or revoked, signature bond through pretrial services on the remaining counts, no driving without a valid license, registration, etc. No drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond, and that is all for this case.
Mr. McLean?
Your Honor, thank you. She's 26 years old, high school education. She owns her own business in retail. It is designing and having some company manufacture clothing and then marketing that clothing that she herself has designed. We asked the court, sorry, this is noisy in the background. We asked the court to put the bond as low as possible. If a signature bond is not possible, then we would ask it to be 1,000 or 1,500 total.
And I just do want to add, I'm sorry, I forgot to include the that license. It appears her license was actually suspended from failing to appear for it looks like a traffic offense from 2024.
That would definitely affect what I'm saying. Correct. Thank you.
So Ms. Page has been with us on August 15th, 2024, then April 15th, 2025, then July 11th, 2025, and now October 29th, 2025. On the speeding matter, that's going to be 1,000. The driving expired license, that's going to be 500. Windshield wiper violation, that's going to be 500. Seatbelt violation is going to be 500. That is a total of 2,500 signature bond through pretrial services, level 3, no driving until further order of the court. She will be subject to random screens for alcohol and illegal drugs. And then on the driving while license suspended or revoked, that's going to be $1,000 cash, and giving false information is $1,000 cash. This is going to be a 4,500 split bond. Once she pays the $2,000 cash, she reports to pretrial once a week. She is not allowed to drive at all. I don't care whether her license is reinstated or she gets another license from Planet Mars. She is not allowed to operate any vehicle. She'll be subject to random screens. And if she gets arrested again, I want her signature bond revoked, just revoked, not surrendered. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's per Judge Holly.
Yeah, it has to be put.
And the add-on just came out.
Okay, thank you. Next case, please.
Position number 31, Ms. Vidal.
Oh, sorry. Here you go.
Shiloh Vidal is accused of the 5 misdemeanors charges stemming from a October 28th, 2025 incident, case 25 CR 6780E. Ms. Vidal, you have 2 counts of cruelty in the third degree, 2 counts of battery, family violence, and 1 count of simple battery, family violence. You have been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Mr. Ahmed. Any priors?
No, I'm about to step away for a minute to get the ad on.
All right. Mr. Scirocco?
Yes, Judge, for this incident, which was a daughter on father incident, given our lack of history, the state's recommendation here is going to be a signature bond through pretrial. We are recommending FFIB as well as no further violent contact with Alvin Vidal and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. If we could sound for Mr. Vidal.
Alvin Vidal, if you're on Zoom, this is the time to unmute and start your video.
Your Honor, was attempting to email Mr. Vidal, but I had to text Mr. Vidal. The coverage here is quite spotty, so the text just went through, I believe, a couple of minutes ago. My apologies.
No problem. Okay, I don't see him here. Any objection to the signature bond through pretrial?
No objections for the signature bond through pretrial, Your Honor.
And how old is your client?
Your Honor, client is 17 years old.
Okay. And does she live with her father, or who's the adult relative who lives with her?
She lives with her father, Your Honor, and
Okay.
mother.
And mother. What's the mother's name?
Esther Vidal.
Esther?
Esther Charles.
Esther?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'm sorry, what was the last name again?
Charles, Charles.
Okay, thank you. On the cruelty matter, that's going to be 500 each. On the battery family violence, that's going to be 2,000 each, and the simple battery is 1,000. That is $6,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 2. She'll need her mother to co-sign the bond. Esther Williams. So Mr. Ahmed, pretrial will email the co-sign agreement for Esther Charles to co-sign the bond. No further violent contact with Alvin Vidal and any other occupants of the home. She can return to the home to live there. Within 30 days, she will enroll and complete a domestic violence intervention program. This is a series of 24 weeks of classes where she would need to enroll and attend each class without missing or skipping any class. If she doesn't do the classes, if she engages in any kind of physical or verbal altercation, or if she doesn't report to pretrial twice a month, does not report to court, or gets arrested again. If any of these possibilities occur, then her $6,000 bond will be revoked and she'll be back in jail. Thank you.
What's the contact?
No further violent contact with Alvin Vidal.
Thanks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next, we have position number 7, Mr. Croker.
Julian Croker is accused of theft by shoplifting from October 6, 2025. His case number is 25CR6765B. Mr. Croker, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Mr. Ahmed. Any priors?
Third. Last was 2015. Shoplifting, trespass, PR, dead docket. And the 08 shoplifting dismissed.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Scirocco?
Yes, Judge.
So,
The state's recommendation here is a signature bond through pretrial services, given the dates of those cases there. We are asking for a stay away from all CVSs in Fulton. I would defer to defense with respect to whether a social worker visit might be necessary. But I have no information to go off of on that. No drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. And that is going to be all for the state.
Mr. Ahmed, do you recommend a social worker visit for any MH or housing issue?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. The bond is going to be set at 1,500. It's a signature bond through pretrial services level 1. To stay away from the CVS store at Holcomb Bridge Road it's in Roswell? Yeah, in Roswell, Georgia. He's not allowed to return back to that store. But if he goes to any other CVS store and he gets into trouble again, he may be banned from all CVS stores, which is not a good thing since they are one of the largest pharmaceutical companies in the country. So, thank you. Next court date will be set to his current mailing address. Mr. Connor, are you counsel?
I am, Your Honor. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your client's name?
I'm here on Joshua Madayu.
Okay. I'll wait for the deputies to call him up. Thank you.
Thank
Deputy,
you.
who do we have next?
Position number 13, Mr. Hart.
Craig Harp with a silent E is accused of 2 counts of battery, 2 counts of simple battery, stemming from a September 12th incident of this year. Accusation 25 CR 6766D. Mr. Harp, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Mr. Ahmed. And any priors, Mr. Howard?
7. On probation, possession of a firearm by convicted felon. That's a federal probation. On probation out of Bibb County for a CWAC until 2033. That's it.
Thank you. Mr. Scaraca?
Yes, Judge. As you recall, this was a fairly severe beating here. The victim, Aurelicious Starr, was, there were marks all over her body. There was a gash and scratches, and ultimately, I believe she was seizing when police found her, and there were issues getting her up and moving her after the defendant had beat her with his hands and a speaker as well. So, excuse me, given that, also there was a recent CWAC conviction, 2023, and I want to say as part of that, originally there was a charge of aggravated battery, which gives us cause for concern in addition to what we already have cause for concern here with the conduct alleged here from September 12th. We are concerned for this victim. We have not spoken with Ms. Starr yet. We will continue to make those efforts, but the state is, given the facts here and that conviction, the context thereof, asking for an $8,000 total surety, $3,000 on each battery, $1,000 on each simple battery, 5 days anger awareness, no further contact with Aurelicious Starr, stay away from 4874 Old National Highway in College Park. That is the Rochelle Hotel, and stay away from wherever the victim may reside. And no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. If we could sound from Ms. Starr.
All right. Ms. Starr, if you're on Zoom, this is the moment to unmute and start your video. I have a lot of people. I don't see anyone here by the name of Ms. Starr. So let's see. Okay. All right. Mr. Ahmed?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Harp is 44 years old. Your Honor, he has education in the 11th grade. He's been working at a warehouse and is certified for all heavy equipment, including, of course, forklift certification. He's been working there for about a year and a half now. He's been in Georgia all his life, and he has all of his family here. And he currently lives with his sister and has a good address as well, Your Honor. As to his community involvement, he's been volunteering for his church group to help clean up his community and also engage in food distribution for the community as well. Your Honor, as to bond, we would request a $2,000 bond, surety bond, Your Honor. And also we are amenable to a no contact with the alleged victim and a stay away from the Old National patient.
All right. On the battery charges, it's going to be $1,500 each. On the simple battery, that's going to be $1,000 each. That's going to be a $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 surety bond. No further contact with Aralisha Starr. Stay away from wherever she's located, including the Rochelle Hotel at 4874 Old National Highway in College Park. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, and his next court date will be November 13. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next, we'll go to position number 22, Ms. Bedoya.
22. All right. Mr. Alvin Vidal, we have completed the case. You please contact the defense attorney who tried to reach you, but we are done with the case you are here for. Okay. Position 22, Joshua Bedoya is accused of simple battery, family violence, and criminal trespass from October 27th, 2025, case 25 CR 6774G. Mr. Bedoya, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Mr. Connor, was it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, thank you. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
No.
All right. Mr. Scaraco?
Yes, Judge. We have spoken with the victim here. She confirmed the events in the warrant, expressed that this hadn't occurred. This sort of thing hadn't happened between the two of them before. Excuse me. She does not believe him to be a danger to her safety. And she herself doesn't want the state to proceed with the charges, but the state will nonetheless be proceeding with the charges. It is the state's case. She stated as well, she's been married to the defendant for 8 years. They share 2 children. And if she wishes to make a statement, I believe she's here. We would ask that the court sound for her when appropriate. The state's recommendation here is a signature bond through pretrial services. We are recommending FIB, no further violent contact with the victim, Miss Oluwadamilola Meduoye, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. That is all. If we could sound from the victim here.
All right.
I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
You need your video on, please.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, I do.
What would you like to tell us?
Like I told the officers when they came back, I wasn't trying to press charges, but they said it was the state and they decided that he needed.
All right. Are you comfortable with him being home with you?
Yes.
Okay. And how do you say your first name?
I just go by Dammy for short, but it's Oluwadamilola.
Give me the first name again.
Oluwadamilola, but I go by Dammy for short.
Dammi?
E.
Dammi. Okay. All right. On the simple battery, Mr. Connor is going to be 1,750. On the criminal trespass is 250. This is a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. I'll allow for telephonic reporting. No further violent contact with Ms. Demi Maduyo, and he can return to the family home. At this juncture, I'm not going to require FBIT, but if the state provides that as a possible diversion, then that's where we'll go. Next court date will be sent to his current address. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, can you go over those numbers again?
1,750 for count 1 and 250 for the trespass.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Connor. You're free to go. Thank you. Courtroom 2, next case.
Position number 9, Mr. Dobson.
Okay. Malachi Dobson is accused of theft by taking from October 27th of this year, case 25 CR 6762J. Ms. Dobson, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Mr. Ahmed. Any priors?
Nope.
Mr. Mr. Rhodes. All right. Hello there. Yes,
Hey,
sir. What's your recommendation?
how you doing, Judge? I am looking for, this is Dobson Dobson?
Correct.
Yeah, I must have missed this one. No history. We would consent to a signature bond with the stay away on Dobson. We just asked for the signature bond to be in the amount of $2,000 sign-on bond through pretrial services, level 1. And then we would ask for a stay away from the incident location. And that is on Malachi Dobson. That is correct.
Okay. Mr. Ahmed, it's going to be a $1,000 signature bond through pretrial services, level 1. No further contact with, I think it was Sierra, or was it Sarah? Something to do with an iPad. Oh, Clarissa. No further contact with Clarissa Dobson. Would that be a problem?
Your Honor, the only point where we do have a problem.
Is that small?
Sorry, what, Your Honor?
That is small.
Yeah, yes, Your Honor. That is a problem as given that is his mother, we would just ask for no further violent contact. And also, I'm not sure if it was stated, but we would not like a stay away as well as he lives at the location.
Oops, his mom's iPad, allegedly? Okay. Is mom on the Zoom? Clarissa Dobson? And how old is Mr. Dobson?
He's 21 years old.
21 years old. Time to move out and get your own iPad. All
We
right.
weren't able to get in contact with her, which is why I, generally they let me know that but I do understand the circumstances, Your Honor.
No further violent contact with Clarissa Dobson. And if she tells him that he has to vacate the premises, he's to go immediately.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to give her the complete right to kick him out of the house.
Yes, Your Honor, understood.
No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And if he gets arrested again, please make sure he comes back to jail with $1,000 on him. Thank you. He reports to pretrial once a month in person. Mr. Vidal, did you understand what I said? The case with your daughter is over. You're free to go. You can contact the public defense attorney. All right. Next case?
Yeah, we'll go with position number 12, Mr. Evans.
Okay. Robert Evans is accused of battery family violence from October 27th of this year. His accusation is 25 CR 6764E. Mr. Evans, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Mr. Ahmed. Any priors?
9. You got open forgery in Superior Court. 2023 ag assault arrest. 2016 disorderly conduct conviction. 2014 simple battery DV 2 counts. 2012 battery DV first offender.
Okay. And Mr. Rhodes? I'm sorry, please unmute.
Your Honor, give me 1 second. I'm finding my notes on Mr. Evans here.
Pretrial, I've got a hold in Clayton County. Could you confirm that?
It was on Odyssey?
Yeah.
No, it's probably a hold. I'll see what it's for. They got it on him.
First name is Robert, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Yes, as it relates to Mr. Evans, Your Honor, what the state would, I'm sorry, Richard.
It is Robert Evans.
Robert Evans, okay.
Robert Antoine Evans. For the warrant.
Thank you, thank you. As it relates to Mr. Evans, we are asking for a surety bond given the criminal history in this case. and we're asking for a surety of bond in the amount of $5,000. We are asking that, given Mr. Evans' violent history, that he stay away from the victim at this particular time, have no further contact with the victim, as well as a stay away from the incident location. We're asking for no alcohol, drugs, and weapons while out on bond. Your Honor, I do believe that there may be an open case, which is 24 CR 005-887A for Mr. Evans. And we will be filing a motion to revoke bond on that particular case.
Give me that case number again, 24 CR? I didn't see that.
All right. 24 CR 005-887A, and that is battery family violence. And let me make sure if it is the correct, it could be this date of birth is September 13th, 1988.
Oh, no.
It's not this.
Mr. Evans is May 15th.
Okay, so it's not that Robert Evans. That is a separate Robert Evans, but there is the
Blaine County hold is for probation.
Okay.
All right, thank you. That's the state's recommendation, Your Honor.
Mr. Ahmed?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Evans is 46 years old. He has about halfway through college as his education level. As his work, he's been following his passions for about 10 years now, being a comedian and an actor as well. Your Honor, he's been in Georgia for just about 20 years, so 2 decades. His family, he currently lives with the family that he has in Georgia, being his to-be fiance very soon, and thus to be his wife. And he has 2 kids as well, a 13-year-old boy and a 15-year-old girl. And actually, both of their birthdays were yesterday, so it's unfortunate timing. But as to his address, Your Honor, he's a new homeowner with his to-be fiance as well. And he's been helping make mortgage payments and make sure that that can be fully secured. As to community ties, Your Honor, he volunteers at Crossroads and Safe House, as he knows the importance of helping out people in unhoused situations, and along with helping his community as well. As to bond, Your Honor, considering that this was a simple misunderstanding with allegedly with an unwanted guest who was dropped off at his house, we'd be requesting a signature bond, Your Honor, and no stay away, as this is his house that he's been helping make mortgage payments on with his to-be fiance. And if anything, he's been leaning towards filing a TPO against this alleged victim, Your Honor.
Your Honor, if I might add, Mr. Whitmore, who is the victim in this case, and to give his full name, because I did not, it's William Whitmore.
Yeah.
He indicated to the officers that he lives at that location.
That's what I thought the warrant said, but this is a whole different, this is a whole different story.
1872 Oakmont Drive in Atlanta, Georgia. And he says, he explicitly told him that he lives at the location with his sister, and that he has his own room and a key to that location. So he was very specific about that, Your Honor. So I asked that I asked that Your Honor do the stay away as well as the no further contact at this time.
All right. Is William Whitmore or Mr. Evans' fiance on Zoom? I don't have her name.
I believe her name is Nasha Hara.
Harwell.
Not Nasha Harwell, excuse me.
She works for Performance and Innovation in the mayor's office. And she can vouch that he does not stay there. Hold on.
Let's just see through, okay?
Well, no one, either one here? No, okay.
If I may add, Your Honor. Your Honor, as was just stated, his to-be fiance can vouch for it, and she, if I recollect correctly, even told the officer that Mr. Whitmore was dropped off at this house, I believe, by their mother, as this was the fiance's brother. Because I believe Mr. Whitmore couldn't.
Mr. Evans and Mr. Ahmed, I'm not here to adjudicate guilt or innocence. I'm just trying to determine whether Mr. Evans should be in the same household with the alleged victim. According to the warrant, it appears that Mr. Whitmore is an occupant of the property. So, and I don't have anyone here to testify otherwise.
Yes, Your Honor, that it
But
wasn't.
in the meantime, Mr. Evans has a whole host of other problems besides whether he can go back to the same house. He's got a probation hold in Clayton County. He's got other probation matters that may be jeopardized as a result of this arrest. So at presently, his bond is going to be $2,500. It is going to be a surety bond. Once he posts his bond, Clayton County will have to come pick him up. If they do not pick him up, we will see him in court on November 13th. He's to have no further contact with William Whitmore, and he may return to the Oakmont Drive location once Mr. Whitmore is not listening. All right, we're just going to do no further contact and stay away. Are you listening?
Yes.
Your Honor, you said stay away from the address or no?
I was saying stay away from the 1872 Oakmont Drive location.
Want to leave me homeless, man? He doesn't stay at that address. That's gonna leave me homeless.
Mr. Evans.
Have I finished my sentences? We'll see him in court on November 13th. I'm tired. I don't have to deal with individual who doesn't want to listen. Stay away from the 1872 Oakmont Drive until further order of the court. Next case.
Position number 16, Mr. Johnson.
That's you.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Fine, thank you. And I'm sorry, we didn't catch your name. What's your name, please? Deputy, what's his name?
Mr. Johnson.
Johnson, thank you. Mr. Ahmed, when your other client Evans comes down, is ready to listen to people, maybe then we'll reconsider. But right now, I'm not going to deal with angry people.
Yes,
We
Your
have
Honor.
enough cases going on. Terrell Lamar Johnson Jr. is accused of criminal trespass and carrying a firearm without a license. October 27, 2025, case number 25 CR 006-752A. Mr. Johnson, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Mr. McLean. Mr. McLean, how old is your young client?
He is 19, Your Honor.
All right. At the cusp of knowing better or not knowing better. Okay.
That's correct. Absolutely.
Any priors, Mr. Howard?
No, we got a lot of firsts today.
All right. That's a nice change. Mr. Rhodes?
No.
Yes, Your Honor. As it relates to Mr. Johnson, the state is going to recommend a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial services. We're going to ask for a level 2 supervision for him. We're going to ask that he stay away from the Rosemont Dunwoody Apartments at 501 Northridge Road in Sandy Springs, Georgia, and that he does not possess any firearms, weapons, alcohol, or drugs while out on bond.
Is that where he's currently residing? Adair Lane? Is that the Rosemont Apartments? I've got Sandy Springs.
Sandy Springs. 501 Northridge Road is the incident location. I don't know if he's residing.
All right, thank you. Mr. McLean, on the criminal trespass is going to be a $1,000 signature bond through pretrial services, level 1. And the weapon charge is going to be a $1,000 surety bond. This is a $2,000 split bond. To stay away from the Rosemont Dunwoody Apartments, and he's not allowed to own or possess any firearms. He will report to pretrial in person once a month and be subject, and if he gets arrested again or if he's in possession of any firearms, his bond will be revoked. His next court date is November 13.
Oh, Your Honor, let me mention, he is a high school graduate and has worked at 2 different restaurants. I did want to put that in there.
Understood, but as you know, I don't grant signature bonds on firearms. Thank you.
So that was the $2,000 split?
Yes, sir.
1-1 split.
Okay. Next we'll do position number, hold on. Position number I believe it's 6. Yeah, no. Hold on, give me 1 second. What? Add-on 6 or 1?
Oh, add-on? Okay. Or if we have a name, we
Yeah,
can,
we'll do, add-on number 1, Ms. Banks.
okay.
All right, what was that last name again, Your Honor?
Banks.
Ms. Banks. Okay, thank you.
I just need to get to the add-on calendar.
And I do believe that's a consent bond, Your Honor. Deanna Banks.
Okay. Let me just, oh dear, seem to be going to civil calendars. Right. You are kidding me. Okay. All right. Go ahead, and this is Deanna Banks, case number 25 CR 6794E. And Ms. Banks is accused of battery, family violence from October 28th, 2025. Ms. Banks, your attorney is Mr. Ahmed, and I understand that the state and the defense have reached a consent order. Yes, Mr. Banks, Mr. Rhodes, what is the terms of the consent?
Yes, Your Honor. $25,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1 on the release, that there be no further violent contact with the victim, Mr. Philip Banks, that she undergoes 2 anger awareness classes, and no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond.
Mr. Ahmed, did I hear that right? 25,000?
100, I'm sorry, 2,500 if I said 1,000.
Yes, Your Honor.
My apologies.
Okay. Mr. Ahmed, are these the terms to which your client has agreed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I will accept the terms of 2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1. No further violent contact with Philip Banks, which means that Ms. Banks has to make sure that she doesn't engage in any physical or verbal altercation with Philip Banks. She will report to pretrial services once a month in person, and she will attend and complete 2 anger awareness programs with pretrial services. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. Make sure you maintain a current address with the court and that you report to court when summoned. Thank you.
Next, we'll go with add-on position number 12, Mr. Mercer.
Okay.
That last name was?
Merchant.
Merchant.
Oh, yeah.
Who is this?
Merchant. Add-on calendar.
Marcia or Marcia?
Oh, Marcha. Okay.
Oh, Marchant. Okay, sorry. I'm just seeing this calendar. Is it Marchant or Marsha? Did you say position?
Marcia, it's Marcia, Your Honor.
Okay. So I have Kendrick, Courtney, Marsha, and he's got 4 misdemeanor charges stemming from a traffic incident, failure to use headlights as required, theft by receiving stolen property, motorcycle equipment not used properly, and failure to have license on person. Mr. Marsha, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Mr. McLean. Any priors?
6. Most of his history is, well, half is just violence. That's all. I didn't see any driving. Let me see. I got a 2022 battery DV dead docket, 2020 domestic assault, battery with a deadly weapon. It's 2016 CWAC that go with an assault battery. So that's it up to 2016.
Okay.
Is
Thank you.
this I'm so sorry, is this Kendrick Maracha?
Yes.
Kendrick
Okay.
Courtney Marcha, Marcha.
Thank you. The last name threw me off there. This is my case, Judge.
All right. And what's your recommendation?
The state's recommendation is a $1,500 split bond. The reason being I did see an FTA. It may have been in his driving history, but it was from May 27th of this year. And then also it looked like part of the reason, I mean, I guess this is speculation, but with respect to that battery family violence case that was dead docketed, there were multiple return to sender notices on file. I'm not exactly sure if that was the reason ultimately that could not be brought before the court, um, that being the dead docket or not, but I did want to point those out. The state's recommendation is a $1,500 split bond, 1,000 on the theft by receiving, 500 on the failure to have license on person, signature bond through pretrial services on the remaining charges. We are asking for no driving without valid driver's license, registration, what have you, no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. And yeah, this is based on multi-state offenses here. So that is all for the state.
Mr. McLean?
Thank you, Your Honor. Well, yes, but he has been in Georgia for 5 or 6 years, and he is 25, high school education plus. He has trade certifications in auto repair, and he's worked in restaurants, Your Honor. So we would ask the court to consider the lowest possible bond. He's got local contacts plenty.
On the headlights, count 1 is 200, count 2 is 1,000, count 3 is 200, count 4 is 200. This is a 1,600 surety bond, no driving unless he has a valid driver's license, adequate insurance, and proper registration for any type of vehicle that's on the public road.
Your Honor, what was that failure to have license on person? You
200.
went 200?
Yeah, 200.
I'm
Thank
sorry, Your Honor. Can you go over those numbers one more time? I'm sorry.
Count 1 is 200, count 2 is 1,000, count 3 is 200, and count 4 is 200, a total of 1,600. Well, Andre S24, please unmute and start your video. Andre S24, you either unmute and start your video, or we remove you from Zoom. All right, the host can remove participant Andres S24 plus from the Zoom. Thank you. Next case, please.
Position number 26, Mr. Ragland.
And that's back on the main calendar, right?
Yes, yes.
Daryl Denard Ragland is accused of theft by shoplifting from October 26th of this year, case 25 CR 6704E. Mr. Ragland, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Mr. McLean. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
60. 2024 probation. 2018 probation. 2016 shoplifting conviction. Yeah, the 03 shoplifting conviction.
Any FTAs?
Not that I saw. If he did have some, they were either dismissed, but I didn't make note of it, so.
Thank you. Mr. Rhodes?
Yes, Your Honor. This looks like a theft by shoplifting from May 18th of this year. Roswell Police Department did respond to the public. It appears that Mr. Ragland had passed all points of sale.
Do we have the right case? This is incident date of, I have October 26th.
And this is
Daryl.
This is Daryl Ragland, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, this was prepared for me, so it may have the wrong date on here, but it's saying that the incident location was a Publix where he passed all points of sale uh, with $438.55 worth of wine and Tide laundry detergent. He was observed on the CCTV footage. The descriptions were able to obtain, they were able to obtain information from the video along with vehicle information as well. They were able to obtain his tag information.
Okay.
So it appears that he does have a lengthy criminal history showing 57 cycles, Your Honor. So the state's recommendation is that he receive a good bond in the amount of $5,000, that he stay away from all public stores, that he undergoes an alcohol drug evaluation and treatment, as some of the items that were stolen were alcoholic items, and that no weapons, alcohol or drugs while out on bond. Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Incident application, if you need it.
I
is-
have it, but I'm just curious why we got maybe this is a typo in the calendar. Let me see what the accusation says. Mr. McLean, while I'm looking, yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Ragland has got some medical problems. He had a stroke a few years back, 9 years ago to be specific, and he's now disabled. He used to work in a restaurant before that. He's 59 years old. His contacts are all local, and we are aware of the priors. We had a discussion about don't ever get a Ford. Thank you, Your Honor. We would ask the court to consider a signature bond.
I'm going to grant a $2,000 signature bond through the jail. The accusation is incorrect. It's got the location, but the date is October 26, 2025. He is to stay away from all public stores, including the one on Woodstock Drive. And if he gets arrested again, please bring $2,000 with you. Next court date will be sent to his current address.
Sign yourself down. I'll take a second. Bye. Good to meet you.
Next case?
All right, position number 28, Mr. Smith.
Yeah, we're gonna do a lot on that table.
This is William Smith, accused of criminal trespass causing damage to property, willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer, and public drunk on October 27, 2025. Case number 25 CR 6750E. Mr. Smith, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney will be Mr. McLean. Any priors?
38. Hold on real quick. Get something. All right. 38. Probation in DeKalb County. Trespass. I got 2 FTAs from 2019, 2018 disorderly conduct conviction. 2018 battery, terrorist, or threats conviction. 2018 felony obstruction conviction. 16 simple battery against police NOLO.
That's good. Thank you so much. Mr. Rhodes? Oh, please unmute. Sorry.
Yes, Your Honor. It appears that this one may have happened. I'll say may. Hopefully it was accused. October 27, 2025 at 247 Moreland Avenue in Atlanta, Georgia. This was response reports that a man who had been previously trespassed off that property had returned. Once they arrived at the locations, officers with APD observed the defendant banging on the door of the gas station. The store clerk told the officer that the defendant had been previously trespassed off the property. When Mr. Smith was instructed to come to the defendant to walk towards him, he refused to comply, balled up his fist, and positioned his body in a fighting stance to engage in a physical altercation with the officer. At some point after the defendant was taken into custody, he admitted to being intoxicated, and a box cutter was located in his right hip. Your Honor, as it relates to his criminal history, we do stand by what was provided by pretrial 38 arrest cycles with a battery family violence conviction as well. We're asking for a total bond of $6,000 on count one, $2,500 good bond, on count two, $2,500 good bond, and on count three, a $1,000 good bond. We're asking that that he stay away from the 247 Moreland Avenue address, have no further contact with Mr. Asif, A-S-I-F, Iqbal, I-Q-B-A-L, that he has no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond. Your Honor, if you're inclined to do random screens while out on bond, since alcohol was used, we'd ask for that. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. McLean?
Thank you, Your Honor. He does have a stable mailing address on Cortlandt Street. We're familiar with that address and it does work. So if he'll just check his mail there, he won't fail to get it. He's a high school graduate and he has worked in construction and he's local to Atlanta. We would ask the court to consider the lowest possible bond for him. If I heard correctly, I'm not sure I did hear correctly, but if the FTA was 2019, then that wouldn't be within 5. But if he has a more recent FTA that disqualifies him from our requesting a signature bond, then we stand corrected. But we would ask the court to go all the way to a signature bond if it's possible. We do realize he has quite a few. Thank you.
On count 1, criminal trespass causing damage to property is 1,000. The remaining 2 charges are 500 each. His total bond is a $2,000 surety bond. He is to stay away from the gas station, including the parking lot and the sidewalks, which is located at 247 Moreland Drive in Atlanta, Georgia. No further contact with Asif Iqbal as well as other employees at that location. And no illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. Thank you.
And
next court date is November 13th.
What's the brand of the gas station, please?
I don't remember. It wasn't listed in the warrant. It was, I looked for it on the ticket. So all I have is gas station at 247.
That's okay. That's all right. Stay away from that.
Next, we got position number 33, Mr. West.
No, you didn't get this thing.
You good,
How
man.
much you need? $2,000. $2,000. 250, 300, good job.
Who is this?
West.
West.
Brandon Lanier West is accused of 2 counts of battery family violence and 2 counts of simple battery family violence from a June 30th, 2025 incident date. Case number is 25 CR 6782C. Mr. West, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is going to be Mr. McLean. Any priors?
We got our calendar.
15. I got a suspended license giving false name, failure to stop for a stop sign out of Douglas County. Open battery out of Athens, Clark County. 2017 simple battery disorderly conduct conviction. 14 violation of family violence order obstruction conviction. 14 simple battery DV disorderly conduct conviction.
Thank you. Mr. Skaraka?
Thank you, Judge. As you heard, there's some concerning history here, given that this is a family violence case. I would add as well, I saw he appears to be, I haven't checked his jailing status with respect to this, but it's listed as him being wanted in GCIC for failure to appear out of Douglasville. That is April 22nd, 2025. The facts here are concerning with the way she was potentially trapped in a room here with the defendant, the injuries to her, the blood clotting, the bleeding, the other various injuries to her body. This is scary stuff. And with his history, he poses a significant risk of reoffense here to this victim, a significant threat to her safety. The state's recommendation on this case, given his history, given those convictions, and I will add that simple battery disorderly conduct from 2017, that was pled down from a battery family violence. That was out of Athens, Clark. The state's recommendation here is going to be an $8,000 total surety 3,000 on each battery family violence, 1,000 on each simple battery family violence. We are recommending FFIB, no further contact with Sierra Hatcher. Stay away from 470 Bolton Road, Northwest in Atlanta. No drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. And if we could, Your Honor, please sound for Miss Hatcher.
Miss, I think it's Sierra, Siara Hatcher. If you're on Zoom and you want to address the court, please unmute and start your video. All right, Mr. McLean.
Your Honor, Mr. West did turn himself in over in Clark County. He will go to Douglas next, and he knows what his hold is. Since he lives in Athens, Georgia, I'm going to claim that it's practically local. It's 65 miles away, but it's got direct public transportation connections, Your Honor. So there should be no problem with him being able to be in our court on time when summoned. He works in a warehouse. He's a high school graduate, and we asked the court to set the bond as low as possible. He's 32 years old. Thank you.
On each count of the battery family violence, that's going to be 1,500, and the battery is going to be 1,000 each, and that's going to be a 5,000 surety bond. No further contact with Sierra Hatcher. No further contact with children that he shares with Ms. Hatcher. If he wishes to have any kind of parenting plan with the children he shares with Ms. Hatcher, he would need to file a legitimation case and obtain a court order for a parenting plan as well as for child support. He is to stay away from 470 Bolton Road in Atlanta, Georgia. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. His next court date is going to be November 13, subject to his current hold. Thank you.
Your Honor, you said the simple batteries are 5 apiece?
Simple batteries are 1,000 each, and batteries are 1,500 each. His total bond is 5,000 surety.
All right. All right, next we have position number 13, Mr. Brown.
On the add-on?
No, on the regular. Is it on the? Is it on the add-on?
Right?
Yes, that's on the add-on. It's on the add-on. I'm sorry.
No problem.
Number 3.
Hold on. Come with me right quick. Okay. Here.
Position 3 on that. Sit down.
Position 3 on the add-on.
Thank you, sir. Julian Browning is accused of simple battery family violence from October 3rd, 2025, case number 25 CR 6799G. Mr. Browning has been advised of his right to remain silent. His attorney is Mr. Ahmed. Any priors?
17. You got open theft by taking out of Clayton County. 2025 probation. 2023 violation of family violence order no load. 21 acts stalking arrest. You got a 2021 battery DV that was dismissed. 2016 simple battery DV dismissed. And a 2013 battery DV that was DWAP. That's it.
Thank you. Mr. Rhodes?
Yes, Your Honor, as it relates to Mr. Browning, this is a case that involved the defendant attempting to steal from his father, who's the victim in this case, Mr. DeCarlos. And essentially, the defendant did push him down several times and broke several personal items in the room. There were no reported injuries to the victims. However, there was physical contact. As such, Your Honor, we are asking for a surety bond in the amount of 5,000. That at this time that he stay away from the victim in this particular case. We're showing that the 17 cycles that pretrial did in fact mention, some of those cycles were in fact violent in nature, as well as the probation violations. So we're asking that he have no drug, alcohol, or weapons while out on bond, and that he also stay away from the incident location. Thank you, Judge.
Mr. DeCarlos Bennett, if you're on Zoom and like to address the court, this will be the time to unmute and start your video. Mr. Ahmed?
Oh, sorry, muted. Your Honor, Mr. Browning is 34 years old. He has a good bit of college under his belt. As to work, for his job, he is the environmental services director at a company. So he manages accounts for landscaping as well as ensures fire safety compliance. And of course, that comes with the certification of being a fire safety caregiver as certified. Your Honor, he has been in Georgia all his life. His whole family is here in Georgia as well, so he's well rooted. He has a 13-year-old girl, a 12-year-old girl, and a 10-year-old girl, as well as a 6-year-old girl. So a whole bunch of girls at his household. He's a proud father of all these children, and they all live with him as well. He also, I believe, lives with his mother, who he, along with his children, is a financial provider for this entire household. So he has quite a bit of responsibilities. Your Honor, as to community ties, he is a member of quite a couple of community volunteer opportunities where he, I believe his local church, he volunteers as the light and sound tech about 2 times a week out of his own free time. And he also works for a nonprofit, the Becoming Project, which is actually ran by his mother. So he's well rooted and well connected to our local community, Your Honor. As to bond itself, Your Honor, we are absolutely fine with no contact and a stay away order from that location if requested. We would just request that bond be set at $2,000, Your Honor, surety.
The surety bond?
Or surety or a good bond, Your Honor.
Okay.
But we would also, if signature bond is absolutely an option.
I was going to go with 2,000 signature bond for pretrial services.
Yes,
Number 1, he'll need to report to pretrial in person once a month. No further contact with DeCarlos Bennett. Stay away from 667 Kennesaw Avenue in Northeast Atlanta. Within 30 days of being released, he will enroll in a domestic violence intervention program, and he will complete all 24 classes at his expense. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. Thank you.
We Your Honor.
What's that contact?
No further contact.
What's the total? You said 2,000?
2,000. He only had 1 count.
Your Honor, can we go to position 11 at ACDC?
Sure. And is that on the add-on? Because we've got 2 big calendars, so. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. All right. This is, Deputy, I'm addressing the folks who are at Fulton County ACDC. Good afternoon. My name is Judge Law, and I will be addressing each of your misdemeanor cases. A misdemeanor is a low-grade criminal offense. And I'd like to remind you that this is an open pending criminal case against each of you. Please remember that you have a right to remain silent. Anything that you choose to say during this virtual proceeding that's not only being recorded but live streamed, your statements can and will be used against you. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to represent you. When I address your cases, I will let you know what is your accusation number, what are the charges brought against you, to appoint counsel to represent you if required, and to also set a bond. It is important that if you still remain at the jail, you will all receive a new court date of November 13th. Otherwise, your cases will be further noticed, and you must report back to court when summoned. Who do we have at ACDC right now?
Position 11, I believe, Miss Shamika Dorsey.
It's first arrest.
This is on the main calendar. Position 11. Shamika Dorsey is accused of simple assault family violence from October 21st of this year. Her case number is 25 CR 6763Y. Ms. Dorsey, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Mr. Ahmed. Oh, I'm sorry, Ms.
Me, Your Honor. Good afternoon.
Excuse me. Good afternoon, Ms. McLeod. Okay, and this is a first arrest. And Mr. Rhodes, what do you recommend? Or is there a consent?
There isn't a consent, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm sorry, Mr. Rhodes, please unmute.
Thank you, Your Honor. Give me 1 second here.
I think this might be mine, DC Rhodes. Apologies. Janisha Dorsey?
Yes, alleged
Okay,
victim
thank
is
you.
Aquinas Barber.
Yes.
Miss
This
Shamika.
Shamika.
Oh, this is Shamika.
That is correct, Ms. Shamika Dorsey.
Anyone?
I have Janisha Dorsey.
This may be me then. All right, as it relates to as it relates to Ms. Dorsey, Your Honor, it seems as if this is
Just 1 second, Mr. Rhodes. Will the host please remove that Zoom user who doesn't know how to be quiet? Thank you. All right, Mr. Rhodes, if your video is on, could you please allocate your recommendation?
yes, as it relates to Ms. Dorsey, it appears that this event took place October 21st of this year. Oh, I'm sorry. My video.
Yeah.
They met with the victim in this case of Mr. Aquinas Barber, who stated that he was in a dispute with a family friend, Ms. Shamika Dorsey. Ms. Barber stated that he advised that Ms. Dorsey to remove her some cigarette butts from a kitchen counter. And he stated that Ms. Dorsey became upset and threw a cup of water on him. Mr. Barber stated he has known Ms. Dorsey for over 20 years, and she has lived at the above location for about 2 years, and they do not have any personal relationships besides just being friends. I spoke with Ms. Dorsey, and she admitted to throwing the cup of water. The officer spoke with her. Your Honor, this is a simple assault family violence. It appears to be the first case for this particular defendant. I am going to ask the court for a signature bond through pretrial services, level 1, in the amount of $2,000. That if she has no further violent contact with Mr. Aquinas Barber, and that she has no alcohol, drugs, weapons while out on bond. Perhaps 2 anger awareness courses. Thank you, Judge.
On the simple assault family violence is going to be a $2,000 signature bond through the jail. No violent contact with Aquinas Barber. She can return to Washington Road and East Point if that's where she still lives. If she gets arrested again or if she doesn't report to court, well, I'm sure you'll tell her what will happen to her bond. Thank you.
Your Honor, we're fine with that bond.
Okay, thank you. Next case.
Next is position add-on 13.
Add-on 13. Holly McLaughlin is case number 25 CR 006790F, accused of battery family violence from October 27th of this year. Ms. McLaughlin, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is Ms. McLeod. Any priors?
No, Your Honor.
First.
And
Your Honor, this was in fact a consent bond I sent over, and it was for 3,000. And it's just so Your Honor will know, it's for cross defendants in this case, co-defendants / cross defendants in this case. We've offered consent bonds on all of them, signature bonds through pretrial services level 1 on all 4. For this particular defendant, for battery family violence, is $3,000. Sign-on bond for pretrial services level 1 release. No violent contact with Ms. Kayla Hudson, and no further violations of the law, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond. Your Honor, and I do believe on each one of them we asked for 2 anger awareness courses. Thank you,
who are
Judge.
the other 3?
The other 3, they are Kayla Hudson.
Is she there?
Sorry?
Is she there? Kayla Hudson?
No, Your Honor, I left both of the Hudsons. I was going to go back once I
Okay.
take.
All right, so the Hudson, and who else? Hudson and who else?
It's two young ladies by Hudson, and then the last one is Andre Clark. He,
Your Honor, may I be heard on this case, please?
Well, I was just going to grant the consent bond, but I was just curious to know where the other co-defendants were or cross-defendants. What would you like to tell me, Ms. McLeod?
I would ask for a signature bond for my client to the jail. She is the mother of the male cross-defendant, Your Honor, and she tells me that she was just trying to, they all live together, and she was just trying to stop an argument that was going on between the other three. She is 41 years old. She's never been arrested. And she...
Your Honor, charges family violence. That's why I asked for signature bond.
The only thing, Ms. McLeod, didn't y'all consent to this?
I did not consent, Your Honor. He just said there was a consent bond. I haven't seen it.
It was a proposal, Your Honor. I did email it to Ms. McLeod because she's on the email distribution list.
Okay,
so I didn't get a response.
No. We're going to stop right there. So that's your proposal, Mr.
Yes,
Burke.
that's a proposal.
Okay, understood. And Ms. McLeod's asking for a signature bond through the jail. And if this was a situation like a simple assault or extremely low level of violence, I would be inclined to agree. But this is battery family violence. And this is the charge right now. I'm going to agree with Mr. Rhodes. This should be a signature bond through pretrial level 1. I'll allow for telephonic reporting for Ms. McLaughlin. No further violent contact with all the cross defendants, including the Hudsons and what was his name? Andrea Clark, was it?
Andre Clark, yes, Your Honor.
Andre Clark is her son now.
Yeah, so no violent contact. There must be peace and serenity until this case is completely closed.
Thank you, Your Honor. That concludes my business before the court today. May I be excused?
Yes, you may. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What was that dollar about?
3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1, telephonic reporting.
I have Andre Clark right here. Did you want him?
Perfect. Let's have Mr. Clark. And he's on our regular calendar?
Yes.
He's number 4.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Bridgewater. Sorry, both calendars are rather
Yes, they are. Extensive.
Andre Earl Clark is accused of battery family violence from October 27, 2025. And his case number is 25 CR 006760F. Mr. Clark, you are one of the 4, and your bond is going to be set at 3,000. It's going to be a signature bond through pretrial services, level 1. You can do telephonic reporting. You have to have no further violent contact with the 2 Hudsons and with Ms. McLeod. What was your client's name again?
McLaughlin, Your Honor, Holly McLaughlin.
Oh, yes, Holly McLaughlin.
And Your Honor, this was one that Mr. Ahmed did sign off on. I sent it to Ms. Bridgewater already. So, but if you're doing it, that's fine.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll have 2 anger awareness classes.
Yeah, they did agree to 2 anger awareness. I'm willing to remove those, and I'll resend it if you want me to, because if one isn't doing them, I don't, I want to be fair to everybody. So I'll remove the 2 anger awareness, but they did agree.
So I'm gonna get rid of what you sent me and just wait for all of them to come back then.
Okay. Well, I'll do that one on that one. I think that as it relates to Ms. McLeod's client, that was not a consent. So, but I'll resend this.
All right, Mr. Ahmed's not smiling, but I hope he accepts these terms. Signature bond through pretrial level 1, telephonic reporting, no requirement for anger awareness.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to clarify. So pretrial level 1, and then no further contact for all other people.
No further violent contact.
Sorry, my apologies. Violent contact. Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
KCDC, you want to continue?
Sure. We can go to position 23, Miss Nicholson.
Okay.
The card or
Cherise Nicholson is accused of theft by taking from October 7th, 2025 incident, case 25 CR 6775A. Ms. Nicholson, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is going to be Mr. McLean. Any crimes?
6, 2014 issuance of a warrant. That's out of state. I think it's Illinois. 2013 retail theft conviction. That's all.
All right. And Mr. Scaraco? Yes, sir.
Yes, Judge. The state's recommendation is going to be a signature bond through pretrial services. We are asking for no further contact with the victim, Partheeb Sutrahar. I believe I pronounced that correctly. And no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. We do want a sound from Mr. Sutradhar, excuse me.
No one's responding. All right. Mr. McLean, if you
No
good with that?
No objection, thank you.
All right. This is going to be a $1,500 signature bond through pretrial services, level 1. I'll allow for telephonic reporting. No further contact with Partheeb Sutradhar. How's that? Sutradhar. Maybe you'll respond to that. No? Okay. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, and next court date will be sent to a mailing address, but she's already left. So hopefully she hears all that.
If it's, as long as the address is, in Odyssey is the same, it's rather specific and detailed.
I have Camden Oakway, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
ACDC, how many more you got left?
We can take whoever's at ACDC right now, because I know he has to go get others.
All right, we can go to position 17, Ms. Jones.
Okay.
Later.
We have Jamesia Naria Jones, accused of hit and run, failure of the driver to return to the scene of the accident, following too closely, knowingly driving a vehicle with a suspended, canceled, or revoked registration, and no valid insurance. Incident date is October 16, 2025, and case number is 25 CR 6753J. Ms. Jones, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Mr. McLean. Any priors?
No.
Mr. Rhodes or Mr. Scaraco? Yeah?
That is my case, Your Honor. Give me one second here. Find my notes on Ms. Jones.
Any objection to a signature bond for pre-trial? No driving unless she has a valid insurance, registration, and license?
We had a split bond, Judge, and the only reason is that because of the hit and run, on the hit and run. So our recommendation was a split bond, 1,000 surety on the hit and run, but on counts 2, 3, and 4, 500 each sign on bond through pretrial services, or either a UJR. This was a hit and run. The victim, Adams Dowd, was stopped at a light, and the defendant did rear end him and drove away from the scene. The victim attempted to follow the defendant. However, the defendant sped up at a high rate of speed to elude the victim to stop him from getting any tag information. However, the victim was able to get the tag number. Using the tag number, officers were able to gather information leading to the defendant. Once contacted by the phone, the defendant did admit to officers that she had been involved in an accident. Also, officers were able to confirm that the defendant's vehicle was in the area at the time of the accident by using their intel. And so she was cited for those things. Your Honor, we just take the hit and runs a little bit more seriously, but we do understand if Your Honor is going to, if you feel like that is signature bond, we just ask for a surety on that one count.
Okay. Count 1 is 1,000. Count 2 and 3 are 500 each, and count 4 is 1,000. This is a 3,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. She will report to pretrial in person. No driving unless she has a valid Class C driver's license, adequate insurance on the vehicle, and proper registration. Mr. McLean, is your client's address the 1102 West Chase Lane?
Your Honor, it is, yes.
If she changes the address, we'll need to make sure that she provides us a change of address in writing. I
Very
think
good.
that's all the information that the victim and the insurance company needs. Thank you. Next court date will be sent to her West Chase Lane. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
What were those numbers again?
1,000 on count 1, 500 on count 2, 500 on count 3, 1,000 on count 4. Signature bond pretrial level 1. Next case at ACDC?
No, we'll go here.
Okay.
This number 6, Mr. Davenport.
An add-on or?
Is he on the add-on?
Yes.
Oh. Yes. 6 on the add-on.
Thank you. Caden Java Davenport is accused of simple battery family violence from October 26th of this year. His case number is 25 CR 6791G. Mr. Davenport, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is Mr. Ahmed. Any priors?
Second arrest. 2025 open battery DV out of Douglas County.
Mr. Rhodes?
Yes, Your Honor, this incident was an incident that happened with the victim. Her name is Brittany Shaddix, and that's spelled Brytni, and Shaddix is Shadix. He's alleged to have struck her in the face, and they do share a child together. This was during a heated argument, and basically there was some accusations made during that argument, and he struck the victim twice, leaving a bruise above her left eye. Because of the open case, Your Honor, the state is recommending a surety bond in this in the amount of $4,000. This is the second offense of battery family violence. The first offense, it was a Douglas County case from June of this year. We're asking that this time that he stay away from the victim in this case, Ms. Brittany Shaddix, and that if there is any if there's a third party transport of the child, that is totally fine. We're asking that he attend AA classes because he had been drinking, and that was what was reported on the scene, that he was drinking the day of this particular incident. So AA courses for a minimum of 3 months, once a week, and that he has no alcohol, drugs, and weapons while out on bond, that he possessed no firearms while out on bond, and that he stay away from the incident location. Thank you, Your Honor.
Brittany Shaddix, if you'd like to address the court, please unmute and start your video. Well, her picture has been there for some time, so I don't know whether she wants to chime in. By the way, who's the alleged victim in the open battery case?
And out of Douglas County, Your Honor, I did request the report, was not able to get it in time to ascertain who the victim in that case was. But it is a family violence, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Ahmed? Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. As to Mr. Davenport, he's 20 years old. Your Honor, he has a high school education, and he actually graduated early with college level courses that he was able to take. As to his work, Your Honor, he is quite a busy man. He has 3 businesses, 1 landscape business, 1 shoe customization business, and he's actually about 3 days away, or was 3 days away from starting up at an office retail job. And he's also a musician on the side. As to Georgia and his community ties here, he's lived in Georgia his whole life. His family's all here, his 3 brothers, his 2 sisters, as well as elders as well. He has 1 child, a 5-year-old boy, 5-month-old, I misread that, a 5-month-old boy, Your Honor. And as to his address, he has a good address where he can stay with his grandparents, who will help hold him accountable and far away from any incident location. As to bond, Your Honor, what we understand what was given by the Solicitor General's office, we're absolutely okay with classes regarding any alcohol, anonymous classes. We would just request a $2,000 signature bond, Ron.
On the simple battery family violence, there's going to be a 7,500 signature bond through pretrial services, level 3. He's to have no further contact with Brittany Shaddix. He's to have no further contact with any child or children that he shares with Ms. Shaddix. If he wants to have any contact with the children, he must file a legitimation case in the appropriate superior court and get a court-ordered parenting plan and a child support program. Within 30 days of being released, he will enroll in a domestic violence intervention program and attend and complete all 24 classes at his expense. Before he's released, he will be equipped with an ankle monitor, and he will have the ankle monitor for 120 days at his expense. This is to make sure that he has no further contact with Ms. Shaddix and that he stays away from the location at 3215 Candlewood Drive in Southwest Atlanta. If he maintains his monitoring fees and he reports to pretrial once a week and he doesn't get into any further trouble, then the ankle monitor may be removed after 120 days. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons and no firearms. He'll be subject to random screens by pretrial. Thank you.
Let's per judge. He got the open case.
Understood. I don't know who's the victim, but Ms. Shaddix is not chiming in, so we're kind of in the dark.
Your Honor, what was that amount again you were muzzling out?
Oh, 7,500 signature bond through pretrial level 3.
7,500 level 3. Okay. And also, how many days for that anchor monitor?
120 days.
Thank you.
Next is position 29.
Who is this?
Position 29.
29.
It's ACDC, and
Tuckle Miriam.
this is Yedidia Meskin Tekle Mariam, accused of reckless conduct and littering from October 4th, 2025, case number 25 CR 6778J. Ms. Tekle Mariam, you've been advised of your right to remain silent, and your attorney is Mr. McLean. Any priors?
I got first.
Okay. And Mr. Scarapa?
Yes, and the state has the same. Judge, the state's recommendation for this was the throwing items off of the balcony, some heavy, some sharp, and there were mentions of potential MH issues here. Given her history, the state is inclined to consent to a signature bond through pretrial. We would ask for a social worker visit for MHET, BHET, anything that's potentially at issue there. No tossing of anything off of a balcony. I feel like that's a pretty good rule we should all abide by. And no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. That is going to be it for this one.
Mr. McLean, does she live at that location, the Spring Street location, Spectrum Apartments?
I did not discuss that area with her where she lives, Your Honor. The state is correct that a social worker visit would be appropriate for her to continue existing treatment that she's got. We have no objection to the signature bond idea.
This was I don't know if it's stated anywhere. I believe she does live there based on this being a repeat incident from the same apartment at that complex, the Spectrum Apartments. So that I do believe she lives there.
What about family? Anyone lives there with her? Is there anyone here for Miss Yedidia Tekla Mariam on Zoom?
I've got friends and coworkers to contact, but I just don't have a phone number remembered for a family member. That happens often.
All right, Mr. Howard, this is going to be a pretrial where there needs to be an MH pretrial officer.
Okay,
On the reckless conduct, that's going to be 2,500, and the littering is going to be 100. This is a 2,600 signature bond through pretrial services level 3. She will need to make sure that within 10 days of being released, that she goes to her physician and gets an MH evaluation and submit herself to all treatment. She may return to the Spectrum apartments, but if she gets arrested again, she might find herself removed from that apartment complex. The next court date will be sent to that current address at the Spring Street location. Thank you.
Oh, Judge, it might not be a bad idea. I mean, I do see now in the summary here that, the officer talked with her about potential, if this behavior continued, she could be subject to eviction. So that would seem to confirm that she does live there. But as to whether or not she's actually been convicted, I mean, if she has, in the case of that, out of an abundance of caution, we would ask for, for her to abide by any restrictions set by the apartment complex, though we don't know whether those exist.
She has to comply with the lease. So if they want to evict her for any alleged breach of the lease, that's going to be up to the landlord. But right now, I just want to make sure she doesn't, she does her MH evaluation, that she complies with all treatment, and that she reports pre-trial once a week.
All right,
Thank
good.
you.
Next, we'll go on position number 5 on the add-on calendar. Coleman. He's got a problem with them.
Creed Coleman is accused of simple battery family violence from June 15th of, I think it's 2025. I can't read the print over here. Yeah, it's 2025. And case number is 25 CR 6792G. Mr. Coleman has been advised of his rights, and his attorney is going to be Mr. Ahmed. Any priors?
I got a question.
Excuse me, Your Honor. That's my client,
Oh,
Mr.
Mr.
Coleman.
Hudson, there you are.
Yes, Judge. How you doing?
I'm doing well, Mr. Hudson. Okay, so Mr. Creed Coleman is your client. I don't know if you caught it. His accusation number is 25 CR 6792G. Mr. Howard?
6792.
Yeah.
Okay,
Was
that's
this
fine.
Was this the Coleman that went to felony earlier?
Yes, that's
Okay.
him.
25 total. 2015 battery conviction. 2015 probation. 2012 possession of a firearm by convicted felon conviction. He got a $10,000 bond and felony from what I was told, and no contact with his mother. Something like that. That's all.
All right. Who's our prosecutor?
This is I believe this
Mr.
is
Rhodes?
my case, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Rhodes, may I ask, you have 2 counts of simple battery family violence on his booking screen. One is from September 3rd, 2025, and one from June 15th. Do you know what's the story with the September 3rd, 2025 incident?
Yes, Your Honor, let me check that out right quick. I'm getting to his
He's already got a CR case there, 67. Oh, that's the one we have. And it looks like he has another simple battery family violence that has not been accused.
This is Creed Coleman, correct?
Correct.
Your Honor, that's one that we probably need to go ahead and accuse, but we can address bond on both of them so that he's not waiting on a bond on that one in particular. But I do see the 2 simple battery family violence. The one that is unaccused, Your Honor, it appears that that stems from a incident date of September 3rd of this year. And essentially, he's alleged to have caused harm to Miss Jashayla Baker. Incident location was 390 Westlake Avenue. It is said that Mr. Coleman did punch her in the head, causing her head to slam against a wooden pillar. And that the two of them share a child together. So that is the basis of the family violence. And so that was on September 3rd of this year, Your Honor. And then, of course, the one that we did accuse, and we will get the other one accused, appears to have happened back in June of this year. So both of these are dated, but it appears he must have left the location on both incidents. On June, wait a minute.
Both incidences are based on warrants. They both involve the same location. They
And the same-
both involve the same victim. So I am
Yes.
just wanting to make sure the prosecutors know that there are two outstanding warrants against Mr. Coleman in state court of Fulton County. That would be the June 30th, 2025 incident.
And the
with
June.
Yeah.
Yes, Your
And-
Honor. We'll get that one accused as well. So
Okay, so you've already accused the June 2025 incident. You have not, if the state is planning to move forward, they need to accuse the incident from September 3rd, 2020.
that is correct.
Okay,
That's correct, Your Honor. We do plan on that. I believe that might have been an oversight, not accusing that, but I'll get that accused today. But if Your Honor is inclined to address bond, because because both cases does involve both the same victim, and then you did hear the criminal history in this particular case, Your Honor, we do believe that he is in fact a flight risk, as in both of these incidences, he was not found at the location at the time that law enforcement officers arrived. Same victim in this case, that he has no further contact with just Shayla Baker. That's spelled Jashayla, Baker, it's traditional, and that he stay away from that incident location, 390 Westlake Avenue, Northwest Atlanta, Georgia. Your Honor, we are asking for total bond. We are asking for 3,000 surety bond on each of these cases. And as it relates to the conditions, we're asking that he does undergo a 24-week family violence intervention program, that he has no alcohol, drugs, and weapons while out on bond, and that he has a parenting class. And those are the state's recommendations.
all right, thank you. Jashayla Baker, if you are on Zoom and you want to address the court, this is your time to unmute and start your video. She is present. Yeah.
Yes, I'm here.
Did you want to address the court?
I did write a statement.
Raise your right hand. Do you
Can you
solemnly?
see me?
Yes, do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and how many children do you share with Mr. Coleman?
One, we share a daughter.
Okay, you may proceed.
Your Honor, my child's father and I share a child, and a legitimation order is in place. Recently, our relationship has had moments of conflict that became physical and verbally aggressive. These incidents made me uncomfortable and concerned that things could escalate if we don't have clear boundaries. I want to be very clear. I am not here to try to keep him in custody or cause him harm. I believe he is capable of being a good father, and I want him to have the opportunity to be present in our daughter's life. I simply need my safety and our daughter's stability to be respected. I am asking for a no violent contact condition as part of his release, which would allow necessary communication related to our child, but ensure that all interactions stay peaceful and respectful. My goal is to co-parent in a healthy environment and prevent any misunderstandings for further conflict. Thank you.
Mr. Hudson?
Your Honor, I believe one of the bonds were preset at felony first appearance. He got a bond on one of them. I'm not so certain. I
No,
know
he
he
got-
went to
he got a bond on 2 charges, 5,000 each.
Yeah, and one on was for the battery, I believe, Judge. And so,
I don't see that unless, I mean, what's that case number?
I don't know, Judge. That was the PI number from the felony first appearance today.
Okay, maybe we'll look into it. Okay, what
Yes.
else? Yeah, go ahead.
Your Honor, I want to thank Ms. Baker for her opinion regarding the case, Judge. I have no argument with the state's recommendation. Your Honor, I would ask that you accept the state's recommendation, the 3,000 each. I'm not sure if they live together, but also, Judge, Mr. Coleman will he'll abide by any conditions, and I'm asking that you have no further violent contact as far as his bond, Judge, as well. That's all. So, Judge, I'm asking that you grant him a bond, and once the case get accused, I'll reach out to Deputy Rose, and hopefully we can come to some type of resolution. And Judge,
Okay.
I just also I wanted to, I know this off topic, Judge, but I wanted to acknowledge the fact that I'm happy with the solicitor's office. They hired my best friend from law school, Jennifer Spear. I see she's on ASG Spear. You got a great prosecutor, Judge. I just want you to know that. She is a great person. She used to bail me out of constitutional law all the time. I love that lady. So, Jennifer, I'll reach out to you. So, Judge, just follow the terms of the recommendation if you don't mind.
You better shine some light on Mr. Rhodes and Mr. Scirocco. They're going to feel very left out.
Mr. Rose used to kick my butt when he was the public defender, so I know nothing on him. I like him, though, Judge. He's a great guy. But Jennifer Spears the bomb.
Okay.
So,
Unfortunately.
But Judge, if you do decide to follow the bond, Mr. Coleman, he's willing to follow all terms of the negotiated resolution, and also, Judge, he's willing to do the 24-week. I think that's very helpful that Ms. Baker wants that, because she wants him to continue to be a great father in his child's life. All right.
All right. Let's get back to the case. Unfortunately, Mr. Coleman's bond on the September 3rd battery charge has not been addressed. This is a warrant that's out there pending any accusation by the state. So I can reset this case to tomorrow to address it, or I'm just going to set a bond pending an accusation. So Ms. Bridgewater, on the second count of battery from September 3rd, 2025, we will have to use the warrant number for that particular case.
Okay, before we get started, Your Honor, what's on the calendar right now is simple battery family violence.
Correct.
What are we adding?
Another count of simple battery family violence from September 3rd, 2025, and it will be another accusation case. So right now, it's just going to be a bond with the warrant number on it, pending the accusation number. Ms. Baker.
Yes.
I appreciate your statements. I really do, and I understand the need for having a father in your child's life. But can we just get back to some reality issues right now?
Okay.
Mr. Coleman has a simple battery charge involving you from June of this year. Soon after that, he has a aggressively violent case, allegedly, involving his mother in July of 2025. Right after that, in September, he's got another violent case involving you. He's got a history of 25 arrest cycles. He's got an open pending felony case, and now he's got 2 new misdemeanor violent cases. This is not a healthy situation. I don't know under what universe would I find it comfortable to let him be alone with his child if y'all are exercising visitation. I really don't.
Okay. Can we just do some counseling or something?
No, ma'am, this is more than just counseling. More. The allegations set forth, I've read all the warrants, including the felony warrants. Mr. Coleman is in dire need of more than counseling. He needs some serious family violence counseling, anger management, and some really deep soul searching, because this is a very short time frame with too much violence involving people very close to his life. Currently, he already has a $10,000 surety bond for the felony case. On each count of the simple battery family violence is going to be $1,000 cash bond each. He's to have no further contact with Jashayla Baker, and I'm going to authorize that he either exercises supervised visitation or that his parenting plan is currently suspended until further order of the court. He'll be required to enroll and complete a domestic violence intervention program, and he'll also be required to undergo an alcohol and drug evaluation within 10 days of being released on bond. His next court date is going to be November 13th, and that's going to be for his current case as well as his September 3rd case.
Okay.
And Your Honor,
I
just
have,
for
I have
record,
a question as well, Judge. Judge, are you requiring that Mr. Coleman do anger management as well?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
and Your Honor, just for the record, I did file down the unaccused case, so the clerk's office should be getting that, so that's rectified. Thank you, Judge, for setting a bond on that unaccused.
Thank you. Mr. Hudson, anything else, sir?
No, Judge. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Ms. Baker. You're free to go.
Thank you, Ms. Baker.
Next is position 10, Ms. Janicia Dorsey.
It's on the main calendar. Was it you? I have someone in the courtroom with the same exact name. So, but it's not you. You're here. They're there. Janicia Dorsey is accused of simple battery, family violence, and criminal trespass from October 18th, 2025. Ms. Dorsey, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Mr. Ahmed. Is that your client, Mr. Ahmed?
I believe she's on at ACDC, Your Honor.
All right. Is the person next to you okay?
Yes, Your Honor, she's just going through a little bit of a tough time right now. We just wanted to get to her.
Okay.
But
Janicia Dorsey is the individual at ACDC or the one seated next to you?
at ACDC, Your Honor.
Okay. Her case number is 25 CR 6786J. Any priors on Ms. Dorsey?
Well, 2024 shoplifting conviction. 2024 loitering upon school premises, contributing to delinquency of a minor. 2022 probation, 2022 ag assault, 2013 giving false name conviction.
Mr. Scaraca?
Thank you, Judge. And I saw from my research here, I saw two ag assault cases from 2022, each of them with a possession of firearm or knife during commission. We have spoken with the victim here, Miss Shanika Miller. She confirmed the events in the warrant, but expressed that the defendant, her daughter, had come home acting unusual the night of the incident, that being the 18th of this month, excuse me. She stated that she believes that her daughter may have been drugged by a man that she was hanging out with beforehand, before she arrived at her house. She did, however, state that the defendant does need ADET, and that this is new for her. She never behaved in this sort of manner towards her before. She did have the defendant removed from the property but at the same time doesn't believe a stay away is necessary. She is requesting no further violent contact, and I believe she at least intended to be on with us today. We would ask the court sound for her when appropriate. While we are okay with no further violent contact here, if this is the first incident between mother and daughter, as far as we know, the ag assaults do give us, those cases give us cause for concern. It looks like that that one of them, at least in DeKalb, appears to still be open, at least as far as the statute's concerned. It was accused or indicted in 2022. We are, given that, asking for a $4,000 total surety, $3,000 on the simple battery family violence, $1,000 on the criminal trespass. We are asking for ADET, 3 days anger awareness, no further violent contact with Shanika Miller, no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond, and if Your Honor is so inclined, random screens for drugs and alcohol. That is going to be all for the state. If we could sound for Ms. Miller.
Shanika Miller, if you're on Zoom, this is your moment to unmute and start your video. No bueno. All right, Mr. Hoffman?
Yes, Your Honor. Well, Ms. Dorsey is 31 years old. Your Honor, she has her GED. She works hard as a hairstylist. She's been doing that for about 10 years now. So about over a decade. She's been in Georgia her whole life. She has all of her family here in Georgia, so she's quite well rooted. She has 2 kids, one girl who's 14 years old, and then one boy who's 13 years old. Actually going to be 13 next Sunday, and she has more kids than just 2. My apologies. She also has a 2-year-old boy as well, an 8-year-old girl, and then a 7-year-old girl. So she takes care of all of her kids, dropping them off to school and picking them up. And in the meanwhile, between the times when they are at school, she cares for her diabetic mother 7 days a week, all day, essentially. Your Honor, as to bond, we agree with the no further violent contact. We would push back against the stay away. And we would ask, Your Honor, for bond to be set at the lowest amount, as Ms. Dorsey has quite a bit of obligations, responsibilities, and is the main financial provider, and also still remains to take care of her diabetic mother during the little free time that she has, Your Honor.
State didn't ask for a stay away.
Yep. My apologies.
Count 1 is going to be 1,500. Count 2 is going to be 1,000. This is a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial services level 2. Ms. Dorsey will report to pretrial services twice a month. She is to have no further violent contact with Shanika Miller. If Ms. Miller requires her to vacate the premises, if Ms. Dorsey is not on the lease and Ms. Miller wants her to vacate the premises, she shall do so immediately. But in the meantime, while she's living there, she's to have no verbal and physical altercation with Ms. Miller. She will report to pretrial twice a month. She will not consume any illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, and not own or possess any firearms. She'll be subject to random screens for alcohol and or illegal drugs, and she will enroll in a domestic violence intervention program within 30 days of being released. She will attend and complete 24 weeks of classes at her expense without missing or skipping any classes. The next court date will be sent to her 3801 Mays Court location. Unless she moves out, then she'll need to let us know her new address. Is that Ms. Miller on Zoom? Oh, came and went. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, this is
Not that I'm aware. You may want to ask.
Courtroom 2.
That's happened since I'm not.
One quick important announcement from courtroom 2. We're under a code red here at the jail.
Okay.
If we can try to zoom along with these last little bit, like.
Go, you tell me who to address next. What about that lady who's about to fall apart?
Position number 1, Mrs. Barnhill on the regular calendar.
Okay, Mia Barnhill is accused of theft by shoplifting from March 4th of this year. Case 25 CR 6768B. Ms. Barnhill, can you understand what I'm saying? If you don't, I have to reset your case tomorrow, to Friday if you feel better.
No, I don't understand.
You do understand, okay. Ms. Barnhill, you've been advised of your right to remain silent, and your attorney is going to be Mr. Ahmed.
Hello?
And, and Your Honor, she does have a consent bond.
Okay, and what are the terms of a consent bond?
Your Honor, as it relates to Ms. Mia, and I'm sorry, I put Barnwell. I didn't know it was Barnhill. It's a $1,000 sign-on bond through pretrial services level 1 release. Stay away from the Walmart, all Walmarts, but particularly the one at 844 Cleveland Avenue. She's to have no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond.
Okay.
Those, and Mr. Ahmed did allow me to sign with his express permission. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
He
Ms.
also has,
Barnhill?
okay, I'm sorry. She has another case on the add-on.
Oh,
So what is it? 2 counts of theft by taking
Mm-hmm.
and
let's focus on the one that we have right now.
Okay.
For the incident at Walmart on March 6, 2025, the state has agreed to $1,000 signature bond for pretrial. Level 1, she will report in person. She will stay away from all Walmart stores, including the one at 844 Cleveland Avenue. She's not to consume any illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, not own and possess any firearms. I'm going to add random screens for alcohol and drugs. And this case will be further noticed. Then moving on to the add-on calendar, position number 2, from October 28th, 2025, Ms. Barnhill has 2 additional counts of theft by taking, case number 25 CR 006797B. Mr. Ahmed, are you familiar with this case?
Your Honor, I'm not entirely familiar. I didn't have a chance to fully interview Ms. Barnhill as I was only operating on the assumption of the consent order, Your Honor. My apologies.
Your Honor, as it relates to the 2 theft by takens that are on the second accusation, one is a theft by shoplifting at Walmart. And this was, and I was going to ask Mr. Sirocco, did you work this one up, Mr. Sirocco, as an add-on?
Could I get the name one more time?
Barnhill.
Barnhill?
Barnhill.
No, I did not. That was not one of the add-ons that I worked up.
As a review, Your Honor, the state is willing to do on one of the theft by shoplifting is from March 6th of 2025. It is Walmart. We are willing to do a $500 signature bond through pretrial services, level 1, and again with the same conditions as the other bond. And then
The 2 other charges are porch theft charges at Gibson Street. And
I see the 320, the theft by taking on 328 Gibson Street for the Nike shoes. We are asking for a $1,000, and this can be a UJR, unsecured judicial release, that she stay away from 328 Gibson Street in Atlanta, Georgia, and to have no further contact with the Miss Sharika Newman.
anything else?
And that is all, Judge.
All right, thank you. Mr. Ahmed, so in her previous case, you know that she'll be reporting to pretrial once a month in person, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and she'll need to make sure that she gives pretrial a good mailing address. I don't care where it is, as long as she gets mail.
Yes, Your Honor.
On this new case, on the theft by taking, is going to be $1,000 each, and that's going to be a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. She is to have no further contact with Courtney Davis and no further contact with Sharika Newman. She's also to stay 200 yards away from 328 Gibson Street and 320 Gibson Street in Atlanta, Georgia. If she's seen anywhere on Gibson Street, she will be trespassing and she'll be back in jail. which means that her $3,000 signature bond will disappear into thin air. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next, we'll go with position number 7, Mr. Dozier.
Is that Clavion Dozier?
Yes.
Okay, that's on the add-on calendar.
I believe so.
Yeah, Clavion Tyrone Dozier. Is that you?
On the add-on.
Yeah. Accused of battery family violence from July 29, 2025, case 25 CR 6783Y. Mr. Dozier, you've been advised of your rights. Mr. Howard, any priors?
6. You got an open case for abandonment of dependent child. On probation out of card, possession of a Schedule 2. 2022 FTA.
2022? Okay. Mr. Rhodes?
Yes, Your Honor. This is an incident that took place, I believe, January 29th of 2023, though.
Oh, I can't see the date. It's blocked out, so I need to go to the count. So it's 23? Okay.
I'm showing that it was from 2023 and that basically he did punch Miss Robertson, the victim, in the face. He also picked Miss Robertson up and slammed her on her back, causing swelling to her left knee and her left big toe. So she had injuries to her face and to her knee and to her toe as a result of his aggression. They do, in fact, share a child together. Is what Ms. Robertson indicated. In addition to the first offender treatment for drug charges, he's also had a probation violation in his past and a failure to appear in 2025. We're asking for a surety bond in the amount of $3,000, that he has no further contact with Ms. Robertson unless she's on the line to say differently, and that he stay away from that address of Ms. Robertson, and that he either undergoes anger awareness or family violence intervention. Thank you, Judge.
We don't know Miss Robertson's first name, do we?
We do not.
All right. Mr. Ahmed?
Yes, Your Honor. As to Mr. Dozier, he's 24 years old, excuse me. He has his high school diploma, Your Honor, and while currently between jobs, before he was a package handler on a pretty great track to move up further in the warehouse and become even more certified, about over a year. As to his ties to Georgia, he is quite excited, and he's been an Atlanta native for all of his life. All of his family's here. He has 2 kids. He has a 4-year-old boy and a 5-year-old girl. He has a good address, Your Honor, where he lives with the 5-year-old girl and his child's mother, as well as Mr. Dozier's father himself.
By any chance, is the child's mother Mrs. Robertson?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, and by any chance, is the address at Camelot Drive?
No, Your Honor, it's a different address.
Okay, so unfortunately, because of his FTAs, he doesn't qualify for a signature bond. So it's going to be $1,000 surety bond. No further contact with Miss Robertson. Stay away from 420 Camelot Drive. And next court date is November 13th. If he makes bond, please make sure that he maintains a current address with the court at all time, and he will be sent summons to show up in court. That's the lowest I can go with his multiple FTAs.
Yes, Your Honor.
Next case, Deputy.
Position 20.
20.
Who's her name?
Kayana Denaji Leon. Are you Miss Leon?
Lyons, yes.
Lyons, okay. Accused of battery family violence from October 26th of this year. Case number is going to be 25 CR 6757H. Ms. Lyons has been advised of her rights, and her attorney is Mr. McLean. Any priors?
3rd, on probation, possession of a knife or a firearm during the commission. 2021 ag assault, 2 counts, ag battery, first offender.
Yes, Your Honor, this incident, officers were called to the scene of a physical dispute between the two sisters. The defendant and the victim in this case are sisters. Both the defendant and the victim admitted to being involved in that altercation. And both of them did have scratch marks on their faces and portions of their hair missing from their scalp. And both of the defendants were in fact arrested. So this was in fact a cross-defendant case. I presume that we handled the sister some. I don't know if she's on for today, but the sister's name is Sonia Victor.
Addressed to you.
Okay, and so as it relates to this case, we are based on the history. There's aggravated assault from 2021, ag battery from that same year. She did do first offender, and I believe there was also ag assault and possession of firearm of knife during commission of felony in 2022. Both of those were deferred and she received first offender, but we are asking for a surety bond given her history and an amount of $1,500. No further violent contact with Sanja Victor and to stay and to undergo 2 anger awareness courses and no alcohol and drugs while out on bond. Thank you, Judge.
Mr. McLean?
Names go past us on certain days. Was Ms. Victor handled on Monday?
Yes, she was.
Who was her lawyer? Me?
More than likely.
Oh, then she needs conflict.
Yeah.
Okay. Miss Kayana Lyons, since you are a cross-defendant in a case involving another individual, that individual is represented by the Public Defender's Office. The Public Defender's Office cannot represent you. I would need to appoint a conflict counsel for you. And at the present time, I'm going to appoint Maureen McLeod. Does anybody know the case number for Miss Sonia Victor?
It appears to be 25 CR 006 706E. And it appears that on the order for release, on her order, it was handled October 27th. It does not have defense counsel on here, but it was in fact a $3,000 sign-on bond through pretrial services level 1. It did have no further contact with Kiana Lyons.
All right. Who lives at Langston Drive? Mr. McLean, does your client live there?
Your Honor, I'm checking with Ms. McLeod. It's possible Ms. McLeod represented Victor. So we'd be okay to go forward today.
Okay, but I've got a red code situation going on. I really can't indulge in any more delays. So I'm going to leave the attorney blank right now, but Ms. Kayana Lyons is going to receive the same courtesy of a 3,000 signature bond through pretrial services and to have no contact with Sonia Victor. Stay 200 yards away from her and do not communicate with her in any way, form, or manner. I just need to know who lives at 651 Langston Drive. All right. Ms. Lyons, you are to stay away from 651 Langston Drive. You are allowed to go there one time only with a police officer to retrieve your belongings. And then after that, you will need to update the court with your new address. You and Miss Victor cannot live in the same home. Now, if Miss Victor has vacated the premises and doesn't live there, then you can return to the location. But right now, according to the bond order, looks like she got out and she's going back to Langston Drive. So you will need to find somewhere else to live. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, and your next court date will be sent to your new address. So make sure you provide that within 30 days of being released. Thank you.
Per Judge Holly.
Next, we'll go to position number 21, Mr. McQuarrie.
21. Okay, that's on our regular calendar.
On the regular.
Dwight Dexter McCrary is accused of criminal trespass and simple battery family violence from October 7th of this year, case 25 CR 6773G. Mr. McCrary, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is going to be Mr. McLean. Any priors?
7, 2023, possession by a convicted felon, that was dismissed. 2011, possession of marijuana, dismissed.
Okay. Mr. Scaraco?
Thank you, Judge. The state's recommendation for this case is going to be a signature bond through pretrial. We are recommending FFIB. It is apparent that from just the face of the warrant that there is ongoing abuse in this relationship, at least from what the victim has described. So we are asking for FFIB. We are asking as well for no further contact with Savannah Jenkins. Stay away from 7794 Ella Lane in Fairburn, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. We have not yet spoken to Ms. Jenkins, but we would certainly ask that the court sound for her, and that is going to be all for the state.
Ms. Jenkins, if you're on Zoom, this will be the time to unmute and start your video if you want to contribute anything to this case. And this will be for Savannah Jenkins, right? Savannah Jenkins? All right. Mr. McLeod, any objection?
Your Honor, no objection to the signature bond. The other person may well be at his address now, but a signature bond would be fine.
All right. On the criminal trespass is 1,000. On the simple battery is 1,000. This is a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial services, level 1. He will report to pretrial in person once a month. He will undergo 4 anger awareness classes. He's to have no further contact with Savannah Jenkins, and he's to stay away from 7794 Ella Lane in Fairburn, Georgia. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. Within 30 days, if he lives there, he will need to update us with his new address. Thank you.
Next is add-on 10, Ms. Hudson, Kayla.
I believe that Kayla Hudson would be a conflict because the public defender did represent Andre Clark. However, she is getting that same signature bond that everybody else got if she wants to go pro se.
She was on the add-on, was it? Kayla Hudson. This is one of the 2 Hudsons, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Position number 10, I believe they said.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Rose, did you send me over consents for those? Thought you were going to do consents.
I didn't, only because they were conflict, so I did not.
Okay.
Okay. So, Kayla Hudson is accused of simple battery family violence from October 27, 2025, along with Kendrick, Marsha, and Andrea Clark, I believe. And is the other Hudson in the room as well, Deputy?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what position is her case number?
14.
On the other calendar.
That must be on the regular calendar.
All right, Asia Hudson. All right, Asia Hudson, you're also accused, you were accused of simple assault family violence from October 27, 2025. And your case number is 25 CR 0067618. Now, there are 4 of you all involved in this particular incident, and you're all going to get signature bonds through pretrial services. Now, Kayla Hudson, your attorney is going to be Dennis Murphy. Can you remember that name? Dennis Murphy, okay? Your bond is going to be $3,000. It's going to be a signature bond through pretrial services, level 1. I believe it's going to be telephonic reporting. So you report by telephone once a month. You are to have no violent contact with all the other 3 people involved in this little fight, including your Asia Hudson, Holly McLaughlin and Andrea Clark. Do you understand? This is still an open, active case against you. You have to report to pretrial once a month by telephone, and you cannot afford to get arrested again. And your attorney is going to be Dennis Murphy. Understood? All right.
As it relates to Kayla Hudson, will you prepare that, or would you like for me to prepare that as a consent?
No, we've already just put that in there in the bond order. Okay?
Thank you. All righty.
Now, Asia Hudson, who is position 14 on the main calendar, her bond is also going to be set at 3,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1, telephonic reporting, no further violent contact with Kayla Hudson, Andrea Clark, and Holly McLaughlin. And her attorney is going to be Zakia Watson Cafe. All right. And make sure you maintain a current address. You cannot afford to get arrested again. Otherwise, the 3,000 signature bond or release bond will automatically convert to either a cash bond or a surety bond. No further violent contact with the other 3 individuals. All right. Thank you.
We can go position number 8, Mr. Inslee.
8. Robert Ensley is accused of 2 counts of battery from October 17, I think it's 2025. Mr. Ensley, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Mr. Ahmed. Any priors? Mr. Howard? Mr. Rhodes, do you have Mr. Ensley's GCIC?
Yes, Your Honor. So he does have a total of 4 cycles on the GCIC. Let me see, I could pull up what they were, but they were a total of 4 cycles.
Are we on position 8 on the add-on calendar? Robert Ensley. Mr. Howard?
Robert who?
Robert McKinley Ensley.
Inslee, okay, with an E. Yeah, you got 4, 2023 window tint, possession of a Schedule 1, possession of a knife or a firearm during a commission that was dismissed. 2014 DUI conviction. That's it.
Thank you. And Mr. Rhodes, what's the recommendation for the 2 battery charges?
Yes, Your Honor. As it relates to the 2 battery charges, Your Honor, we are recommending a surety bond in the amount of $5,000 each for $10,000 good bond, Your Honor. We are contemplating whether or not these should be upgrades to felonies because of the extent of what actually happened in this particular case. This one took place October 17th of this year at 555 South Atlanta, Roswell, Georgia, at the Champlain's Bar and Grill restaurant, where essentially 2 patrons at that particular restaurant was having a dispute over food with a server. And during that particular dispute, Mr. Inslee involved himself and he punched several times in the head both of these particular victims till they were rendered unconscious. Believe that Mr. Inslee is a bouncer, not at this restaurant, but at another restaurant in Roswell called the Gaslight. However, he knew the actual server in this one and interjected himself. Several people at the restaurant had to render aid to the 2 victims. In this particular case, they were transported to the hospital and actually admitted, Your Honor. We have been in contact with them. They are in fact involved. They sustained serious injuries. They did not throw a punch at Mr. Inslee at all. And I do get that his criminal history isn't as bad. You know, we've seen worse here. However, the extent of what happened here in terms of the severity of these particular several blows to the head, and the fact that he fled the scene after the incident shows that he is in fact a flight risk. The link that in addition to that, Your Honor, when officers went to that restaurant to try to get the video surveillance, the folks at the restaurant would not give them that. They told them they would have to get a warrant. They gave them a lot of red tape. The excessiveness of his act, he left the scene of the accident, the seriousness of the injury, the fact that they did confront the server who was involved, who denied knowing Mr. Inslee. Then through their intel, they found out that that the two of them did know each other and also worked together at the Gaslight. That person, his name is, I'll get you his name, Your Honor, but it was the server that I was telling you about at the restaurant. The victims in this is a Mr. Joshua Esparza and a Jumar Oakley. And so given the severity, we're asking for the $10,000 bond that he undergoes at least 8 anger awareness classes while out on bond, that he stay away from the Champlain Bar and Grill. And if Your Honor is inclined, I don't think he ought to be, if he's doing that, he ought not be a bouncer at the Gaslight restaurant either. If he's causing that kind of excessive damage. In addition, Your Honor, that he has no further contact with the 2 victims the names that I just gave you, Jumar Oakley and Joshua Esparza. He has no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while out on bond. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Ahmed?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Robert Ansley is 30 years old. Your Honor, he has his GED and some college as well. As to his job, Your Honor, I actually had to do a double take. He's been working construction since he was about 14 years old. He's self-employed, and he actually has his own construction company and construction firm that he inherited from his father, that he's been operating both heavy machinery and really running the entire business himself. He also works at a security bouncer job, as previously mentioned by the SG's office. As to his life in Georgia, he's been here his entire life. His family is here, including his kids. He has a 10-year-old girl and a 5-year-old girl. Both live with him, and his fiance lives with him as well. His parents are just right across the street, so he's quite well connected with the community and will remain very much accountable, Your Honor. He's been the financial provider for all, including the mom and dad who live across the street as well. Your Honor, as to his ties to the community itself, he is, involved with local community outreach organizations as well. And as to the bond itself, while we did hear from the SG's office about this dispute, considering that it was threatened that they would shoot up the restaurant, and considering the fact that he turned himself in, Your Honor, and has no previous FTAs, unless I'm mistaken, we would request that he keeps his job, and also we would request a $2,000 signature bond, Your Honor.
On count 1 of the battery, that's going to be a $2,000 surety bond. On count 2, that's going to be a $4,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 3. He's to stay away from 555 South Atlanta Street in Roswell, Georgia. And I guess it's the Champagne Bar and Grill. He's not allowed anywhere near that location. He's to have no further contact with Jumar Oakley and Joshua Esparza. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons and no firearms. So if any of his other jobs require him to have a firearm, he cannot, he needs to let them know he's not allowed to own, possess, or have any firearms. If he has any firearms at home, they must be surrendered to the authorities within 10 days of being released. He will report to pretrial once a week. He will be subject to random screens for alcohol and or illegal drugs. Thank you. Next court date is November 13th. So this is a $6,000 split.
Okay, and Your Honor, as to, sorry, the second battery charge, was that $4,000 signature?
Signature bond through pretrial level 3.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, did you address the anger awareness?
This is not domestic violence, so I cannot authorize any collateral programs unlike domestic violence.
Thank you, Judge.
Next is position 32, Ms. Washington.
Is that red code still on? I don't hear any beeping. Okay. Keandra Washington is accused of 2 counts of battery family violence and 3 counts of simple battery family violence for a total of 5 charges stemming from a July 13th, 2025 incident. case number 25 CR 6781C. Ms. Washington, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is going to be Mr. McLean. Any priors?
6. On probation for battery out of Florida. Got an open simple assault, 25 CR 002629C. Got an open battery DV, 25 CR 002938C. Open criminal damage to property, second degree battery DV. It's 25 PI 003813. 2024 battery conviction, 2021 fade to appear.
The 24 battery conviction, was that a DV matter?
No.
Okay. Mr. Scaraco?
Yes, Judge. The open cases that pretrial mentioned, the one ending in 2629C, that's a simple assault, family violence against the same victim here. That is Miss Alexiani Greer. And that, for that case, Judge, that was on, she was given a $2,000 good bond on May 14th of this year with the special conditions of no further contact with Miss Greer and stay away from 1634 Hollywood Road, Northwest Atlanta, or Hollywood Road, but that is the address, that is the incident location here. So she's in violation of bond with that. There's an open battery family violence case against the same victim, and that is the case number ending in 2938C. And Your Honor also gave a surety bond on that in the amount of, that was $1,500 with special conditions, no further contact with the victim and stay away from that same incident location, the Hollywood Road Northeast address location. And just as well, she's in violation of bond in both respects in that, similarly to the first. And also that open case in the 25 PI 003813, the criminal damage in the second, and battery family violence is also against the same victim. She was given a $7,500 good bond, no further contact, and stay away. Same victim, same address. And I should add, with that 2938C case, the facts are actually very similar to here, wherein the defendant is accused of beating the victim with a belt, causing injuries. Now, we have spoken with the victim. She confirmed the events listed in the warrant. She explained that she and the defendant were family friends who began dating. Hasn't had issues with the defendant since the altercation, and they still reside together at the residence. They shouldn't be. The defendant shouldn't be anywhere near her or the residence. She stated that the defendant does not have MH or substance issues, but believes anger management could be beneficial. She's not concerned for her safety and intends to be present to make a statement on the defendant's behalf. So we would ask that the court sound for her when appropriate. I believe I see her online. But I mean, nonetheless, she's shown she can't abide by the conditions of bond. This would be the fourth case, as far as we know, with the same victim, with this defendant. And we're incredibly concerned for her safety. And there's a massive risk of reoffense here. The state's recommendation is going to be a $9,000 cash bond. That would be a total cash bond, $3,000 for each battery family violence, $1,000 for each simple battery family violence. We're recommending FIB, no further contact with Alexiani Greer, stay away from that 1634 Hollywood Road, Northwest Atlanta address. We are recommending an ankle monitor. And we are recommending as well, no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. If we could please hear from Miss Greer. I believe she is still online.
Yes, I'm right here.
Miss Greer,
Hey, how
stop,
you doing?
stop.
Hey, how you
Raise
doing?
your right hand.
Okay.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Where are you right now?
I'm at work. I'm on break. I am very confused.
What?
I am very confused. Because basically, off of one incident, they have charged her for multiple charges. I don't agree with being beat with the belt. Again, there was a situation with a tug in the belt. She never beat me with the belt. I'm confused. I also told all these things to the investigator. I have told the investigator multiple things as far as damage to property, all of that. I have told her literally the days right after that none of that happened. Like that, I found my items. There was a lot going on at the time. I couldn't, like, it's a lot of stuff that's kind of messed up. Like, as far as July, she just got arrested for something that was just supposed to be a police. Basically, the police came to let her get her items, which she have the right to get her items, which she was told to get her items by the police. Also, her probation officer call my phone and tell me that she's supposed to resign at this residence, which I have no problem with her resigning at my residence, because some of these accusations are very false, and I haven't been able to voice my opinion in any of her court dates or anything.
Okay, so stop. I don't want to hear what you're confused about. Let's hear about what you are not confused about.
Okay, I am.
Stop.
Okay.
Miss Washington was arrested.
Yes.
And she was before me on May 14th, 2025.
Right.
She received a bond, and she was told that she cannot have any contact with you and she cannot be in the same house with you.
Right, but her probation officer told her to.
No, nobody can tell her that. There is no probation officer in this case.
And
now,
I'm not understanding. Excuse me?
I'm telling you.
I'm
telling you.
It's not crazy.
I am telling you that there is no probation officer involved in this case from May 2025, and she was required to have no contact with you. Do you understand that part?
Not really, because the lady called me and we had the discussion that Keandra.
Give me the name of that lady.
Her name is Officer Yancey. I actually have her number and everything.
Call her and let her know that the judge told her she's very wrong.
Because this caused her to be incriminated, and I don't like that.
Let's go back now to the other case. 2938C. She got another court order that says that she is to have no contact with you and she cannot live with you. And this was in May 24th, 2025. This is the second case.
She only got locked up one time, so that's why.
We had two separate cases for two separate incidences.
And I yet was able to voice anything to anyone. I was not aware of any court dates or anything to clear up certain measures.
It doesn't matter. He was told that in court.
I was under. Can I talk to you? And it's very frustrating because, like, this whole time I have literally not been able to voice anything. By the detective that I actually had call my phone literally pressured me. She was telling me either I was going to jail or she was going to jail.
Miss Greer.
Okay.
Miss Greer.
Crazy.
Let me just tell you right now. I've already ordered Miss Washington to not have any contact with you and to not make sure you don't live in the same house. I don't know who called you, who gave you this wrong information, but these orders have never changed.
They also told her. That's the thing. The lady told her.
No, if you know who told you these wrong orders, y'all can take civil action against them. But these are valid pending orders, and Miss Washington was told that in open court. If anyone ever tells either one of you that these orders have been changed, do not do anything until you see the actual order.
Okay, yes, I understand it because it's like basically she was gonna be violated for her probation for not being there, and that's the frustration because either way it go, it was gonna either cause her to be incarcerated or be violated for probation, and it's
Until these
crazy.
Until these cases are resolved and there is a court order, a written court order that says Keandra Washington can have contact with Alex Greer, until there's a court order, you both now pay attention. You are both to stay 200 yards away. No, not you. Miss Washington has to stay 200 yards away from Miss Greer. She cannot be in the same house with Miss Greer, and she cannot be anywhere near you. She cannot call you on the phone. She cannot speak to you through a third party, through a in-person, mail, emails. You both can't even reach each other through Instagram and so forth. There shall be absolutely no contact between the two of you. Do you understand, Miss Greer?
I'm not understanding. I understand what you're saying, but I don't understand why. Literally, because I'm like, she's been accused multiple times of things.
If you reach out to her and you try to communicate with her, the only thing that's going to happen is she's going to be back in jail with no bond.
No, I don't want her in jail, so that's
Then
fine.
you need to understand there shall be no contact. Understood?
Yes. I have a question?
Yeah.
I understand that you're saying no contact. Like we literally live in the same household. I still have
Cannot be in the same house.
Okay. You're not letting me finish. I don't know. Well, how would she be able to retrieve her items?
That's her problem, not yours.
This is crazy. So she will never be able to speak to me, or is it just until
you get a court order that says she can? All right. Let's mute the screen. Okay. Mr. McLean.
24-year-old Miss Washington, Your Honor. Local person, she's got all local contacts. High school graduate, has worked 2 security jobs, and we're asking the court to consider the lowest possible bond. We know the situation sounds like a mess, but really there apparently was some confusion. We're asking the court to give Miss Washington a break for the confusion.
Okay.
Set it as low as possible.
Thank you. On count 1 is going to be $1,000. That's a cash bond. Count 2, 3, 4, and 5 are going to be $1,000 each, and those are going to be signature bonds through the jail. This is going to be a $5,000 split bond. I cannot explain it any more in detail. No contact with Alex Greer. Stay away from the incident location. And if there is any more arrests or any contact between the two, Ms. Washington, bring your toothbrush. You'll be staying at the jail until we go to trial with all these cases. Thank you.
And no ankle monitor, Judge?
No, I'm not going to do an ankle monitor.
All right. Just for the record, the state is in the process of filing motions to revoke on the others.
All right. Next court date is November 13th. Thank you.
Next, we got position number 3, Mr. Carr, on the regular calendar.
This is a consent bond, Your Honor.
Okay. John David Carr is accused of battery, family violence, cruelty in the 3rd degree, and criminal trespass from October 27, 2025. Mr. Carr, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Mr. Ahmed. And Mr. Ahmed, did you consent to the terms?
Sort of, Your Honor.
I sent over 2, and the one that you said is the one that I'm doing.
Okay.
All right, let's hear it.
As it relates to John Carr, Your Honor, the bond recommendation is for $5,000 signature bond pretrial services level 2 release. On the battery, family violence, $3,000. On the cruelty to children in the 3rd, $1,000. On the criminal trespass, $1,000, for a total of $5,000. Signed on bond pretrial services level 2 release. We ask that he has no further violent contact with Miss Mary Carr, who is on the, well, she has been, no, earlier she was on the call, Your Honor, that he
Yes,
undergoes an alcohol drug evaluation and treatment, and that he does at least one AA meeting a week for the next 12 weeks, a minimum of one a week. If he wants to do more, that would be totally fine, but we only ask for one. No alcohol, drugs, or weapons while on bond, and those are the conditions of the bond. I was able to send those over, those bond conditions over, and I did sign on your behalf. Thank you so much, Ms. Bridgewater.
So, battery, family violence is 3,000, cruelty is 1,000, criminal trespass is 1,000. It's a signature bond through pretrial level 2. Mr. Carr will report to pretrial services twice a month. He's to have no further violence, in other words, no physical and no verbal altercations with Mary Rose Carr. He will enroll and complete an alcohol and drug evaluation with his healthcare provider within 10 days of being released, and he will submit to all treatment and counseling that's required. He will enroll in an AA program and attend a minimum of 12 weeks under the AA program. If he wishes to extend it, that will be up to him. He is not to consume any illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, and he will be subject to random screens by pretrial services. If he fails the screen, he could end up being back in jail. His next court date will be sent to his current address. Thank you.
Next is position 19, Ms. Livingston.
Nia Livingston is accused of battery and simple battery from October 28, 2025. The case number is 25 CR 6772J. Ms. Livingston, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Mr. McLean. Any priors?
No.
Is there a consent bond? No?
No, this is my case, Your Honor. I am pulling that up presently. Give me 1 second, please. Yes, no, we did not get a consent bond for this. I didn't have time to send an offer out, but the state's recommendation on this case is a signature bond through pretrial. 3 days anger awareness is the recommendation. No further contact with Destiny Gilchrist. Stay away from 200 Nareem Street, Northwest Atlanta, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. We would want to sound for Miss Gilchrist at this time. We have not spoken with her, but we will continue those efforts. If she's online and wishes to speak, we'd love to hear from her.
Stephanie Gilchrist, if you're on Zoom, this is the time to unmute and start your video. Mr. McLean, any objection to the stay away and no contact?
Your Honor, I haven't been able to speak to the alleged victim either. We would ask the court to consider holding off on the stay away unless there's something that would indicate in the police report itself the necessity of it, because she does indeed live at 200 Nareem Street.
I'll do a one-time visit for her to either retrieve her belongings and or verify that the alleged victim does not live there.
Understood. Thank you.
Count 1, battery, is going to be a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial. Count 2 is going to be a $1,000 signature bond through pretrial, for a total of a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. Ms. Livingston will report to pretrial in person once a month. She will have no further contact with Destiny Gilchrist, and she will stay away from 200 Nareem Street in Northwest Atlanta. She's allowed a one-time visit to the location with a police officer. At that time, she can verify whether Ms. Gilchrist has vacated the premises. If she has, and if Ms. Livingston wants to go back living there, that's fine. But if Ms. Gilchrist still occupies the property, then she can use that visit to retrieve her belongings, and then she'll have to live elsewhere until further order of the court. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And that concludes the ruling. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we'll go to position number 2, Mr. Blackwell, on the regular calendar.
Freddie Blackwell is accused of a PI charge and criminal trespass from October 28th, 2025. Case number 25 CR 6770C. Mr. Blackwell, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is going to be Mr. Ahmed. Any priors?
41, 2025 trespass. 16 failure to appear, probation. 2014 failure to appear. That's it.
Thank you. Mr. Rhodes?
Yes, Your Honor. As it relates to Mr. Blackwell, there was a consent bond order on his case, but it was not agreed to. But I'll put the terms on the record. It was for $1,000 sign-on bond through pretrial services level 1 on the PI 500 SOB level 1 and 500 on the criminal trespass. Asked that he stay away from the MARTA 5-point stations at 30 Alabama Street. He has no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond, and that he sees a social worker prior to leaving the jail.
Your Honor, I don't believe I received the consent order. I can double check.
Well, it's a lot better than the $5,000 surety bond that's right now on the warrant.
I would agree with that, Your Honor.
Have you had a chance to speak with him?
I did have a chance to interview him. Do those terms sound? Your Honor, it seems he's in agreement with the consent order bond. I just would like to go through it one more time so I can write it down. My sincerest apologies.
Okay,
Right.
and just one more thing. He'll need to stay away from all MARTA property in accordance with any active suspension.
Okay.
All right. It's $500 signature bond on the PI charge and $500 signature bond on criminal trespass. It's a signature bond through pretrial level 1. He will report to pretrial in person once a month. He's to stay away from all MARTA property in accordance with any active suspension. He's not to consume any illegal drugs, no alcohol, and not own or possess any firearms. If he gets arrested again, please make sure you bring $1,000 with you when you come back to jail. His next court date will be sent to whichever address he provides us. You'll need to keep up with his court dates.
And Your Honor, I did make that change on the bond, and I'll make sure and get it over.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Who do we have next?
Next is position 25, Ms. Parks.
Hazia LaShawn Parks is accused of battery family violence in case 25 CR 6758H from October 27, 25 incident date. Ms. Parks, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is Mr. McLean. Any priors, please?
$24 has a bench warrant for battery DV, simple battery DV. 2025 failure to appear. 2024 petty theft conviction. 2015 simple battery against person 65 years or older or pregnant conviction. We got FTAs from 2016 and 18.
Thank you. Mr. Rhodes?
Yes, Your Honor. Give me 1 second here. I am finding my way to that particular count for Ms. Parks. And if Your Honor, if you don't mind going to defense, I'll come back, Your Honor.
All right. Well, I can almost guess what Mr. McLean's going to ask for. Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor, you're correct. We would like a signature bond because she's 38 and lives on Cadiz Circle at a different zip code. This alleged occurrence was at his place, not hers, if anything happened at all. And my understanding is that there may be an explanation that his scratch is not due to her whatsoever. So that'll be a dispute on the facts. High school education plus CNA training and certification. She does part-time CNA work, taking care of people in their home for medical reasons, and she also does some housekeeping. She did have a problem about some time ago that caused a little bit of memory loss, but she's fully recovered from that and able to do these jobs.
Is there an Andrew Jacobs Jr. on Zoom? No? Okay. Mr. Rhodes, are we ready?
Yes, Your Honor. We would ask for a surety bond just based on the fact that she has the open case and she does have an extensive criminal history. We would ask for that surety bond in the amount of $1,000 total, and whatever conditions Your Honor feels is appropriate in this case. Thank you.
Ms. Parks, because of your bench warrants and your failure to appear, you do not qualify for a signature bond at the present time. Your bond is $1,000. It is a surety bond. You are to have no further contact from Andrew Jacobs Jr. and stay away from the incident location. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. Your next court date is going to be November 13th, and we're going to address this new case as well as your older case, 20 CR 005550H. Thank you. Courtroom 2, who do we have?
We have Mr. Blake. He's not on the calendar.
He's not on the calendar. We've got 2 calendars. How can he not be on either one?
His name is Darrell Blake.
Can we address that later? Can we just address those on the calendar first?
Well, he's the last one.
Have we addressed everyone else behind?
We also have Ms. Nasha Harwell on for.
I'll address the waivers very shortly.
Yeah, we have waivers.
Okay. So what is this gentleman's jailing number?
His booking number is 251-9545.
251-9.
9545.
Okay. All right, this is Darrell Blake, booking number 251-9545. He's got a theft by taking misdemeanor charge. And he's got a failure to appear in case number 24CR 003296, I think. Zero zero 329. It looks like 296. And he's got $1,000 surety bond on that bench warrant. He's also got a, here we go, 24CR 003296A. He's also got a felony charge 23SC 90100, and he's got a Gwinnett County hold.
Handled this morning.
The Gwinnett County, the felony case?
It was handled this morning. Yes, ma'am.
And did he get a bond? Because it still says no bond.
I was sentenced to 3 years, the credit for 3 years commuted to time served for 2 years with the remaining balance on probation. Basically time served with a year left on probation.
I see. Okay. That's fine. Now we still have the bench warrant and this new charge. All right. Mr. Rhodes, do you know anything about this?
Yes, Your Honor. It appears that this was a theft by taking from 970 North Point Drive in Alpharetta, Georgia, where Mr. Blake is. This is the Chronic Tacos, and the Chronic Tacos. I've never heard of it, but it's called Chronic Tacos, and he's alleged to have taken nearly $440 out of the register of that particular place. We are, and I'm trying to remember I believe that he might have been an employee. So this was a fiduciary, Your Honor, because he was an employee. Given his history, we were asking for a surety bond in the amount of $5,000 and that he stay away from the 970 Point Drive in Alpharetta the chronic tacos, that he'd taken the anti-theft course while out on bond, perhaps no alcohol, weapons, and drugs while out on bond, and maybe an evaluation. A lot of his history did have thefts in it. We thought maybe there may be an issue with klepto, maybe a behavioral health evaluation and treatment for that particular purpose, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, well, he does have a bench warrant and he has, I guess he has SAP on November 6, 2025 in the 24 CR case. Mr. Ahmed, do you have anything to add?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, Mr. Blake is 33 years old. He has a high school diploma. As to work, he has a quite lengthy history, over 5 years of working in warehouses and restaurants, in back of the house. As to his connections with Georgia, he's been in Georgia for about 12 years. His family, he has his mom and his dad here. As to his address, he's currently moving, but he's about to have a good address where he can reliably receive mail, including summons at. And as to his community ties, he's actually planning to start up and run his own ministry and nonprofit. He's actually already began fundraising for that and doing community outreach as well. As to bond, Your Honor, considering he's been in custody since approximately August 2024, we would request provided he qualifies, a $2,000 signature bond, Your Honor.
On this new charge, theft by taking, that's going to be a $2,000 surety bond. Stay away from the chronic taco at 970 North Point Drive in Alpharetta, Georgia. And we will reset this case as soon as the prosecutors accuse it to November 6th, SAP calendar at 9 a.m., along with this other case, 24 CR 003 296A, where he's also got a bench warrant. And I didn't write down the bench warrant number. It was 24 FTA something.
Is it FTA?
Oh, here it is, 25 FTA 002066.
For November 6th?
Okay, thank you. All right. I think we've addressed every person who's up here, so we will go forward with the waivers. Let's start with the add-on calendar. Add-on calendar, let me see. I have position 4, Castilla, Angelica Castillo. What are we doing in that one?
Bond was paid.
I'm sorry?
Her bond was paid, Castillo.
Oh, she's been released? Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so she's further notice. And then Charnay Hubbard, position 9.
Yep. Your Honor, Ms. Hubbard was in the observation unit because she has leg problems and she was not really ambulatory. So we talked to her where she was.
Okay, and are you comfortable moving forward?
Yes, Your Honor, I explained to her. She, I believe, has $10,000 bond on the felony case which she has open. And I explained to her that I would be asking the court to try not to add to that financial burden for her, but we had enough information to speak to the court.
All right, so this is Charnay Hubbard, case 25 CR 006785C, simple battery, family violence, and terroristic threats. Her presence has been waived. And Mr. Howard, any priors?
33. 2023 disorderly conduct. 2019 failure to appear. 2019 felony obstruction, simple battery DV, 2 counts, guilty. 2018 public drunk trespass, DC conviction, 17 simple battery.
Oh, that's good. Thank you. Mr. Rhodes, what's your bond recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor, it is 7,000, 5,000 on the battery and 2,000 on the terroristic threat, Your Honor, that she have no further contact with Aquinas Barber, and that is the same Aquannis Barber. Stay away from 3072 Washington Road in East Point, that she enroll in anger awareness classes, that she receive a social work for purposes of behavioral health evaluation and treatment, Your Honor. If you remember this one, this was the incident on October 28th where officers did go to that location that I mentioned because Mr. Barber was having a dispute with his girlfriend. And Ms. Hubbard, basically, while he was sitting on the living room couch, reached over and grabbed him by his gray hoodie and smacked him with an open hand. And once Mr. Barber got up from the couch, she threw an ashtray at him, hitting him in the chest with that ashtray, and it did land on his gray hoodie. He said and then he began to try to walk away further, and she said, "I'll get my homeboys to F you up." Mr. Barber stated he has known her for years, and they've been dating for 6 years, and that they together at that location. This all started because she's alleging that the victim in this case called law enforcement on someone who she knew, and they got arrested because they had done something wrong. So she was referring to him as a snitch. She was upset because he called police on someone that she knew. Officers did arrive, and when they arrived, she was continuing to make those threats that she was going to get people to cause him harm. That is the basis of in addition to the criminal history, that's the basis of the state recommendation. Thank you, Judge.
Mr. McLean, based on her other open felony case, and given her history, on the simple battery is going to be 1,250, and the terroristic threats is 750. This is a $2,000 surety bond. To have no further contact with Aquinas Barber and stay away from 3072 Washington Road, Unit 07 in East Point, Georgia.
Right.
No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons.
Your Honor, we did want to put on the record, though, she had a stroke a year ago on October the 13th of 2024. She is a high school graduate, and she is a homemaker.
Okay, thank you.
What was that bond amount again?
1,250 on count 1 and 750 on count 2, 2,000 surety. Reset date November 13. Next position is position 11, Dustin Laughter, and it's a PI charge from October 9th, 2025, case 25 CR 6788G. Are we proceeding?
I believe we thought it was Laughter, but if it's Lofton, that's fine. We have
Laughter, literally laughter.
Yes, Your Honor, he's 33. Well, I'm sorry, go ahead.
So this is going to be a waiver?
It is a waiver.
All right. Mr. Howard, any priors?
Second. He got multiple arrests. They got the same arrest date on it though, but he on probation for same stuff. 25 CR 00355AG.
All right. Mr. Scirocco, go ahead.
Yeah, Judge.
Hood Park on Edgewood Avenue.
Right. Without going into much detail, I will say this is a very similar offense to the offense of which he was convicted. I believe it was this year under 25 CR 0053558G. Only then he was engaging in this sort of behavior at Cabbagetown Park, and that one was in front of children. But this one, this was at Hurt Park at 121 Edgewood Avenue, Southeast Atlanta. So a public place there. Significantly, the part of his probation was not only, SDT, what have you, but stay away from all public parks, which he is in violation of here. So the state's recommendation, given the risk of public safety and security, is a $5,000 cash bond. We are recommending SDET, stay away from all public parks, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
Thank you. Mr. McLean? Yes, sir.
Your Honor, yes, at the bond level, we would be intending a social worker visit for BHET or MHET see if that would be useful. And he's 33, has a 10th grade education, works in a factory. They manufacture things. He's asking the court to consider the lowest possible bond.
Bond is set at 1,500. It is a surety bond. Reset date is November 13. Stay away from the Hurt Park on Edgewood Avenue in Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you. And then that brings us to position 14, Cleveland Roberson. Position 14 on the add-on calendar, 25 CR 6777H, October 28, 2025 incident. Violation of certain rules, allegedly committing certain acts at a bus or rail station.
He was released.
He was released. Okay. So that is our add-on calendar. Moving on to the main calendar. Oh boy. Out of 33 plus cases, what's going on with position 5 and 6? Isaiah Coleman and Stephen Cox.
I believe Stephen Cox was released.
Okay. And Isaiah Coleman, position 5. Is that
He's
your
a waiver.
okay?
Say that again?
Position 5, Isaiah Coleman is a waiver.
Okay.
Case 25 CR 6708G, accused of simple battery, family violence, and willful obstruction of an officer. Mr. Howard, any priors?
Third, he's on probation out of Gwinnett for PR. He's wanted out of DeKalb and Gwinnett.
Gwinnett and DeKalb holds. Thank you. Mr. Scirocco or Mr. Rhodes?
Yes, as it relates to Isaiah Coleman, that was the other. I do have him. 1 second here, Judge. I just want to make sure I get to my notes on him.
And he was reset from the 27th to today.
I've had a hard time finding the notes. If you'll go to the defense, I'm fine with that, please.
Mr. McLean?
Your Honor, he is 30 years old. He tells me he has some college that he's matriculated now at Georgia Southern University, but has not yet started his classes there, but has had other classes, he tells me. He acknowledges some MH problems, and he says he's been in Georgia about 15 years, give or take a couple of years. So he's saying that he is definitely local. I think that the job history is small history there. I think maybe there's a disability check going on. We would ask the court to set the bond as low as possible on that, given the circumstances.
Cynthia McGee, if you are present and you want to address the court, please let me know. Cynthia McGee. All right. Mr. Rhodes, what's your recommendation?
See if I can find my notes on that particular case, and the state's recommendation on it was a $1,000 good bond, and a 20 on the count 1 as it relates to count 2, a $2,500 good bond. There'd be no further contact with Miss Cynthia McGee. I believe our office was in contact with Miss Cynthia McGee, and she did not want him at the property. As a matter of fact, this was the case, Your Honor. You might remember the warrant where he wasn't supposed to be there, and then he forced his way in and barricaded himself in the room, and the officer had to get him out.
Well, don't forget, he took a shower first. Okay.
Yes, yep. That was hygienic. Stay away from 3003 Middleton Road, Northwest Atlanta, Georgia. And that is the MHET, perhaps social worker visit with
Oh, definitely.
treatment.
Mr. McLean, it's going to be $1,000 on each count. That's a $2,000 surety bond. To stay away from 3003 Middleton Road in Northwest Atlanta. No further contact with Cynthia McGee. Unfortunately, he's got the Gwinnett and DeKalb holds, so we will see him in court on November 13th. Highly recommend a social worker visit for MH issues. Thank you.
How much was that?
2,000 surety.
No contact.
No contact, yes, and stay away. All right, position 6 is released. And then I am zooming through. I have position 15, Zion Ivy, theft by shoplifting, case 25 CR 6769G from October 27, 2025. Any announcements?
Waiver of presence on Mr. Ivy.
Okay. And any priors on position 15, Mr. Howard?
5 on probation for trespass and shoplifting. It's 25 CR 004-625G. 2025 shoplifting conviction. So that's the second shoplifting. That's it.
And Mr. Scirocco?
Yes, Judge, and that case that he's on probation for right now, that theft by shoplifting, criminal trespass, he was ordered as part of his probation to stay away from the exact same target as here at 3660 Marketplace Boulevard. So he is in violation of that. And for those reasons, the state is recommending a $2,000 surety, a social worker visit for BHET and or housing, depending on what defense thinks is appropriate here. Stay away from all targets, no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond, and that is it for the state.
All right. And Mr. McLean?
Social work would be appropriate on the MH issue, Pat, if it is turns out to be an issue because he did give an address. So we think that'll be detected at the same time. This was a shoplifting alleged to have occurred at a liquor store at
in Target?
Well, he thought this was the liquor store. That might be the other case. That might be the other case that was referred to.
That was also a target.
Well, I think it was food and drink, and yeah, I don't recall if it was alcohol related, but
very good.
But it was food and drink, sir.
Okay, but at any rate, Your Honor, we asked the court to consider the bond to be as low as possible, signature bond if he's eligible for it, but something like a micro bond of $50 cash if he's not.
Energy drinks, maybe a 6-pack of Red Bull, I think.
Nothing like caffeine.
And a flashlight, to see what he was drinking. I don't know. All right. A bond is going to be set actually at $75 cash bond to stay away from the Target store at 3660 Marketplace Boulevard in Atlanta, Georgia. Stay away from all Target stores, actually. And his next court date's November 13. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Davion Lang, position 18.
That is also, I believe, yes, it is a waiver of presence, Your Honor.
Okay. And Mr. Lang is 25 CR 6687B, accused of criminal trespass from October 26th. And any priors, Mr. Howard?
10. 2025 battery trespass. 2021 burglary conviction, failure to appear. 2020 possession of a controlled substance, DWI conviction. He's homeless.
The failure to appear was in 21 or 20?
21.
21. Okay, thank you. And Mr. Rhodes, this was a murder at 2216 Peachtree Street. Any objection to a $50 cash bond with stay away in accordance with active suspension?
Thank you, Judge.
Right. Mr. McLean, any objection?
That sounds fine, Your Honor.
$50 cash bond, stay away from all murder property in accordance with active suspension. Next court date is going to be November 13. Okay, and then we seem to be doing all right all the way through 27, Alexa Sims.
That's a consent signature bond. She was in a cell that she could not be released from until medically cleared. She has a Riverdale hold, and we do consent, Your Honor, to the signature bond under these circumstances. And so I gave her proper instructions about, don't forget about our case.
Okay, So this is 25 CR 6759H. She's accused of criminal trespass. And what are the terms, Mr. Rhodes?
Yes, Your Honor, as it relates to the consent bond, it was a stay away from the Emory University Midtown Hospital, 550 Peachtree Street, unless there's an emergency or a medical appointment. No further violations of the law, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond. It was a $500 signature bond through pretrial services, level 1, on the basis that I believe that it was a criminal trespass, so we had to send them on the pretrial services level 1. I did sign on Mr. McLean's behalf, and I did send it to Ms. Bridgewater. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, so Ms. Bridgewater, there'll be a 500 signature bond through pre-trial level 1. Stay away from the Emory Midtown Hospital unless she has a doctor's appointment or seeking emergency treatment. That brings us to position 30, Willie Tiller, theft by deception from October 17. Case number 25 CR 6779D. And how are we proceeding?
That's a waiver of presence. I did speak to him.
All right. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
57. We got open theft by taking in Noonan. Now, he got about 10 arrest cycles in the last 4 years for theft and 2 burglary arrests. It's a lot. Most of it come out of LaGrange.
I saw that. Okay. And Mr. Scirocco, what do you recommend?
State's recommendation, Judge, on account of his history, robust history of theft convictions and cases, is a $2,000 surety. We are recommending an anti-theft course. Stay away from the Fairburn Pawn at 33 Southwest Broad Street in Fairburn, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
Mr. McLean, any objection?
Other than asking for as low as possible on the amount, Your Honor, the conditions do sound appropriate. He does have a Noonan address. It is an apartment, and that is a stable address. His emergency number is a 706, which is North Georgia. So he's local, and we would ask the court to consider his warehouse work. He's forklift certified. He's a high school graduate. Plus, he studied.
Mr. Tiller bonded out.
Oh, did he make it?
Yeah,
Never mind.
bonded out, Mr. Tiller.
All right.
Fine.
So he's released and this case is going to be further noticed. Thank you.
It's kind of, remember Emily,
Okay, that concludes the calendar. Ms. Bridgewater, did you want me to go over the amounts?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, did you want to revisit Mr. Evans' position number 12?
Your Honor, we have his fiance on the line right now. I believe Ms. Harwell.
Robert Evans? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Who is present?
Marsha Harwell.
And who's-
Yeah, Ms. Harwell, I think she just joined the Zoom. She's listed up here, Your Honor.
All right. Nausha Harwell, please unmute. We're returning to 25 CR 006764E. Ms. Harwell, would you like to contribute to the proceeding in the case of State versus Robert Evans?
Yes.
All right, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Okay. William Whitmore, is that your brother?
That is my brother.
And does he live in the same house with you at Oakmont Drive?
He do not. They visit, my mom and him visit from time to time.
And where is he today?
He's at my mom's.
And is he planning to come back and stay there?
I mean, for the holiday, my grandma's real sick in Memphis, so I know I'm going to hang out with them when we're heading to Memphis, Tennessee for Thanksgiving. But typically, he's not here on a day-to-day basis. No.
So you can either have your fiance, Robert Evans, or you can have your brother in the same household. Which one would you like to have?
You're making me choose, Your Honor, between
Well,
my brothers. They was
Well,
forced.
you can give me the choice, and my choice is that he has to stay away from the house. Right now, that's the order.
Okay, for him to stay away from the house.
That's right.
And who is him?
Robert Evans.
Okay.
All right. she's made me make a choice, and that's the choice, to stay away from 1872 Oakmont Drive in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, so I would like to also add, Your Honor, that day they was horse playing.
No,
and we
no,
know-
I'm not going to get into the details. That
Okay.
is something that will happen at a preliminary hearing. But I need you to, Mr. Ahmed, anything else to add?
I just wanted to clarify for Ms. Harwell, just to clarify the decision. The decision that you don't want Mr. Evans to be at that residence.
That's sorry, that's incorrect. I'm sorry, I'm going in and out. But I would like stipulations. I would like Mr. Evans to possibly get a mental health evaluation, anger management classes, and perhaps counseling or therapy from past trauma. On those stipulations, Your Honor.
I really don't mind imposing those at all, except that Mr. Evans has got a probation hold in Clayton County. So I won't be able to monitor him to make sure he does that. So, Mr. Ahmed, I'm not sure Miss Harwell is comfortable with him being home at the present time.
I'm the one here to pay bills. Why is he?
Wait, hold up. I guess I would just throw it back to Ms. Harwell in the event that, we are not able to monitor Mr. Evans, even if we impose it as a
Would you
good
put it
faith.
in layman terms for her? If I can't come there, I will be homeless.
You got it.
We got this.
Yes.
All right, folks, it is already that. Thank you, Ms. Harwell. His next court date is going to be November 13th. It's going to be at 9 a.m. And at that time, we can address how Ms. Harwell feels about the position. Thank you.
Be in here till then.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sorry.
Locked up. All right, here we go. Come on.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Harwell. You're free to go.
Thank you.
Anyone else who's not courthouse staff, you're free to go. Stacy Davenport, you're free to go, unless you're court staff. Okay.
I had a question, Your Honor. Hey, hi, it's Stacy. Hello.
You need to start your video.
Start, turn it on.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Can you see me?
No.
Okay. What about now?
All right. What's the question?
My son just had court today, and I guess I missed it.
What's your son's name?
Ken Davenport.
Who?
Caden Davenport.
Is that a felony or a misdemeanor case?
Add on 6.
Oh, yeah, here it is. He received a 7,500 signature bond through pretrial. He will have to report to pretrial services once a week. He doesn't have to pay for the bond at the present time, but he will have to enroll in a domestic violence class. And did I impose an ankle monitor?
Yes.
He will be equipped with an ankle monitor, and he is to
No further contact with Brittany Shattuck and minor children.
yeah, no further contact with Brittany Shaddix and the minor children.
Okay. All right. Do I have to pay for the ankle monitor? Do you know how that works?
You'll have to pay for the ankle monitor. It's about $300 a month.
So do I have to pay that before he gets out?
I don't know. The ankle monitor will advise him of how the payment goes about.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. You're free to go. All right, Miss Bridgewater, let's do this.
Yes.
And stop me whenever.
I'm ready, Your Honor.
Add-on calendar, position number 1 is $2,500 consent bond, pretrial services level 1. Bond Hill, position 2, that's a 2,000 signature bond for pretrial level 1. Then we had that case that's not been accused, Blake Darrell. That's a $2,000 surety bond, and that's further notice to November 13. No, sorry, November 6.
We're starting with the regular calendar, right?
No,
She
no,
on the
I'm
add-on.
Oh, you're doing an add-on for, okay, gotcha. I'm ready. Go ahead. Start where you left off.
Blake Darrell, he didn't have an accusation number. He had a booking number 2519545. I'll come back to that. I'll come back to that with you. Position 3, Browning, is a 2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Position 4, Castillo, was released. Position 5, Coleman, that's a $1,000 cash bond. Reset date November 13th. 6, Davenport is a 7,500 signature bond to pretrial level 3. 7, Dozier is a $1,000 surety bond, reset November 13th.
What's that contact?
I have no further contact if we're talking about Dozier.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
there was no contact, yeah. I just was looking for the victim's name. 8,
Miss
Ensley.
Robertson, she didn't have a first name.
Miss Robertson, that's what it was, okay. Position 8, Ensley is a 2,000 surety bond, reset, no, sorry, 6,000 split bond. Reset date is November 13. 9, Hubbard is a 2,000 surety bond, reset November 13. 10, Hudson's a 3,000 signature bond to pretrial level 1, telephone. 11, Laughter is a 1,500 surety bond, reset date November 13. 12, Marcia is a 1,600 surety bond, reset November 13. 13, McLaughlin is a 3,000 signature bond for pretrial level 1, telephonic reporting. 14, Roberson is released. And then, do you remember the individual who didn't have an accusation, Blake Darrell?
Holly?
As it relates to Blake Darrell on the accusation number, it still shows a MAGC number that has to be unlinked for us to actually do the file down. I've sent a request for the MAGC to be unlinked so that I can file it down. I appreciate Your Honor giving it a bond, but I'll monitor this. By tomorrow morning, it will have a CR number.
Okay, and that case will be further notice to November 6th with his other open case, 24 CR 0032968.
Thank you, Your Honor. And if I need to, I'll send the CR number to Ms. Bridgewater.
Ms. Bridgewater, I'll send you that information as well. We just need to have a completely separate bond order pending an accusation number.
Thank you, I would appreciate it. Because right about now, my mind is, whew.
Oh, well, you know.
Oh, gosh.
Let's see if we can hang in there. Okay, on the main calendar, position number 1, Barnhill again, Mia, $1,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 2, Blackwell is a $1,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 3, Carr is a 5,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2. 4, Clark is a 3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 5, Coleman's a 2,000 surety bond, November 13. 6, Cox is released. 7, Croker is a 1,500 signature bond to pretrial level 1. 8, Deborah Riviera is a 2,000 signature bond to pretrial level 1. 9, Dobson's a $1,000 signature bond to pretrial level 1 in person. 10, Dorsey is a 2,500 signature bond to pretrial level 2. 11, Dorsey Shamika is a 2,000 signature bond through the jail. That was the cross defendant for Aquinas Barber. Position 12, Evans is a 2,500 surety bond, reset date November 13. Then position 13, Craig Harp is a 5,000 surety bond, reset November 13. 14, Hudson is a 3,000 signature bond to pretrial level 1, telephonic reporting.
That was consent?
Yes.
Okay.
15, Ivy is a $75 cash bond, November 13. 16, Johnson's a 2,000 split bond, November 13. 17, Jones is a 3,000 signature bond for pretrial level 1. 18, Lang is a $50 cash bond, reset November 13. 19, Livingston's a 3,000 signature bond for pretrial. I forgot to write down the level. I think it was 1.
1.
It was 1.
20, Leon Alliance is a 3,000 signature bond pretrial, level 1. Yeah, level 1.
I didn't have a level. I don't know.
What position?
20.
20.
20, I have level 1.
Okay, thank you. McCrary, position 21, excuse me, is a 2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 22, Joshua Madue is a 2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 23, Nicholson, I allowed telephonic reporting for Joshua Madue. Cherise Nicholson's a 1,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 24, Page is a 4,500 split bond. Reset date November 13.
That's level 3, right?
Yeah, level 3, correct. No driving at all. 25 Parks is a $1,000 surety bond. Reset November 13. 26 Raglan is a 2,000 signature bond through the jail. 27 Sims is a 500 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 28 Smith is a 2,000 surety, reset November 13. 29 Yedidia, can't pronounce the last name, but it's 2,600 signature bond through pretrial level 3. 30 Willie Tiller is a
Released.
release, that's right. Okay. And then 31 Vidal is a 6,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2. 32 Washington is a $5,000 split bond, reset date November 13. And then 33 Brandon West is a 5,000 surety bond, reset November 13.
Good.
Not too bad. We haven't hit 6 o'clock yet. We can still keep going. No? Okay. All right, everyone, have a great evening. It's only Wednesday, so get a good night's rest for tomorrow. Okay? Take care. And Miss Bridgewater, I'm going to send you a copy of that. My notes on
Everybody have a good one, okay? Because I am.
okay. All right, Mr. McLean, Mr. Altman, you have a good evening. Thank you, Deputy. Thank you, everyone. Take care.
Thank you, Judge. Bye.
Oh, wow. All right.